know I'm a hustler, hustler. You know I'm a hustler, hustler. What up? Well, I'ma break it down one time. I'm the man and I'm letting y'all know. Yeah, we getting that guap, that fit of them chips. Yeah, we stacking that dough. I said I'm a hustler, baby. You know I'm a hustler. You know I'm the man. I'm a hustler, baby. You know I'm a hustler. You know I'm the man. I'm the man. It's been part of the plan, I don't think you understand. I see him on the gram while they flexing rubber bands. I'm working on my foreign exchanges out in Japan. $250,000 out in Philly, 50 grand in Michigan. Appearance in Atlanta, that's another 20 bands. Bring it back to the crib and invested in my daughter. Yeah, she only 3 months, but we working on a brando. Y'all can keep the bando. I got a plan to put my baby in a Lambo and buy her properties in LA and Orlando and let her run the family business. When I'm 50, I might learn to play the banjo. Country boy with dope dreams. I'm trying to open up a clinic for the dope fiends and drop $1 million on the school and us some dope teams. You see, the money ain't the mission, but the mission is to make a difference. I'm the man. What up? Well, I'ma break it down one time. I'm the man and I'm letting y'all know. Yeah, we getting that guap, that fit of them chips. Yeah, we stacking that dough. I said I'm a hustler, baby. You know I'm a hustler. You know I'm the man. I'm a hustler, baby. You know I'm a hustler. You know I'm the man. I'm the man. Look, I think they get it. I know I got some critics, but still I'm fully committed to building a legacy with my family. That's a great team. Great grands living up bread from 2018. Keep the circle small as you can, hard as it may seem. Put the vision down on the paper, no time to daydream. Put the plan out in the motion and make it mainstream. We gon' get you out of the struggle and help you make green. Straight king. Ain't got no problem with still whipping up some baked beans. And rocking Chucks with a t-shirt and some straight jeans. And take the money that I would've wasted and go open restaurants in Beijing. Boy, we international. And tune them out when they start saying you irrational. You see, I'm really setting up for the give and go. And getting knowledge to my daughter, she gon' finish what I started. Like I told you, I'm the man. What up? Well, I'ma break it down one time. I'm the man and I'm letting y'all know. Yeah, we getting that guap, that fit of them chips. Yeah, we stacking that dough. I said I'm a hustler, baby. You know I'm a hustler. You know I'm the man. I'm a hustler, baby. You know I'm a hustler. You know I'm the man. What up? Well, I'ma break it down one time. I'm the man and I'm letting y'all know. Yeah, we getting that guap, that fit of them chips. Yeah, we stacking that dough. I said I'm a hustler, baby. You know I'm a hustler. You know I'm the man. I'm a hustler, baby. You know I'm a hustler. You know I'm the man.
Oh, brother, oh, brother, oh, brother. Good morning, everyone. I hope you're having an absolutely phenomenal, absolutely fantastic day. A lot's going on in the world. Obviously, we have to talk about what is happening in American politics with Trump, 34 charges, found guilty on all of them. So we're going to be chit-chatting about that. On top of that, in terms of the economy, we have a big inflation report that's going to be dropping in a mere 5 to 6 minutes. I want to talk about that. We have some individual equity news. We're going to be doing a Payday Friday. I just sent out the email like literally minutes ago on Locals. All you have to do today is go to a Locals post, respond under it, no duplicates. We will be giving away $400 to celebrate hitting 400,000 subscribers on YouTube. It is free to enter for everyone, so make sure you are checking that out. So much going on. Yes, DJT. This is going to be a long show. Generally today I knew it was going to be longer just because of starting early. But then I was just reading, and someone please correct me if I'm wrong on this. I believe Trump is doing a press conference at 11 a.m. So I think that's going to be extending our time even more. So hang on. I'm just sending some info to my producers because everything's in disarray today. It's going to be pure insanity, pure chaos. So I hope everyone's ready for a good one. Oh man, what a Friday. What a Friday we are about to have. Folks, if you haven't already, hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. I will clarify everything going on in a jiffy. But let me get into the important stuff because time is currently of the essence. So right now, the stock market up ever so slightly from the close yesterday. Bit of a rally, I guess, like a small little recovery that we're seeing, the 5, the 10, the 30. Obviously, this is all in anticipation of the inflation report that's going to be coming out momentarily. Stock futures inch lower as investors brace for inflation report. Actually, they should be recovering. Nope. I guess the intern didn't update that headline. They are recovering a little bit right now. Obviously, the big news right here. Breaking: Donald Trump has been charged as guilty in the New York hush money trial. President Trump is the first former U.S. president to be charged with a crime, and he was found guilty on 34 different charges. Yes, we will be getting into this. Once again, I'm no lawyer. I don't speak any legalese, but I'll be covering everything at least to the best of my ability to explain what is going on. Before that, just so you know, Trump has been convicted. Here's what happens next. So obviously, we're going to have to talk about the upcoming dates, what's going on with the stock. Can he still run for president? There's so many questions that this prompts, and I found some good breakdowns of at least what I anticipate to be the most major questions. Now, before we get into all this, call into the show and let me know. Let me know if this emboldens you to very much support Trump, or is something going on here that you're like, you know what, I'm definitely going for Biden. I want to know how everyone's kind of interpreting the news. The number is 570-209-8435. Call in. Because of this news, is Trump clearly your guy, or is Biden clearly your guy? Obviously, you only have those two to pick from. So I'm just curious where everyone's at. 570-209-8435. Call into the show and let me know. But between me listening to those and all that, I do need you to know that in a couple minutes, we are getting the PCE report, the personal consumption expenditure. It is a very, very important inflation report. Very important. Early this morning, we got some info out of the Eurozone. Eurozone inflation rises to 2.6% in May, but blocks still seen heading for interest rate cuts. I don't know about that. Japan confirms first currency intervention since 2022 with $62 billion in spending. So wild inflation, monetary economy stuff going on globally, Japan, in Europe, and it's not going to end there because we are about to be the star of the show. The Fed's favorite inflation gauge is expected to show very slow progress on Friday. This is what's coming out in about a minute and a half. As of now, according to the Watch Tool, there's a 99% chance that the upcoming FOMC meeting, which is on June 12th, nothing, nada, no change. And the reason for that is because inflation is still not coming to where the Fed needs it to be. And in fact, the little odds chance is actually of a rate cut in the June meeting, not a rate hike. I misspoke, not a rate cut. But anyway, that all comes down very, very shortly. So why we're starting early today is 3 simple letters. The personal consumption expenditure report should be coming out momentarily, and you can bet your bottom dollar I am betting on it. These are the events that I live for. I'm very, very excited. So this is coming out. Any thoughts? Any thoughts? You guys have about 45 seconds to let me know your thoughts. Ideally, our boy Rick will be doing this with us. All right, I'm going to be trading this event for sure. Are you guys bullish or bearish? Are you guys bullish or bearish going into this? So I know, I get it. There's many things going on. First thing is an economic thing. Then I'll break down the whole Trump thing. Then we'll go back to the economy. Then we'll go to stocks. Then we'll go to the market open. Then we'll go to trading. Then we'll go to a giveaway. We are doing a Payday Friday giveaway, just so everyone knows. We're giving away 400 buckaroos. Mr. Producer, I sent you the link for that. If you could post that for everyone, just so they could start to sign up. It is free to sign up. Well, that just happened. That just happened.
Target filled.
Ooh,
Target filled.
Brother. We got some trades.
We are just
Target
seconds
filled.
away from the release of the
Target
April
filled.
consumer expenditures, personal consumer expenditures data. That PCE is widely followed by the Fed policy market makers, and as a result, very widely followed on Wall Street as well. Watching the futures right now, Dow futures up by about 35 points. S&P futures up by 1. The NASDAQ down by 22. The expectations for this, for the April number, headline number of 0.3%. Also, the expectations for the core number, 0.2%. looks like the futures are turning positive and picking up
Money.
pretty sharply. Dow futures right now indicated up by about 80 points. You can see Treasury yields down on this news. Okay, let's get right over to Steve Leisman. He has those numbers. Steve.
Yields down, bonds up.
Yeah, it
bullish.
looks like personal income coming in at on target at 0.3% versus March, which was not revised
Order
down.
canceled.
I expected it would be, but came in at 0.5 as previously pointed out. Overall PCE price index at 0.3. That is spot on with the prior month and spot on with expectations. And the core, the key one here, coming in at 0.2%. Again, according to expectations. I told you that
Looks
the
like
economists
there's
have
some
figured out how to do this and how to come up with a decent number relative to the actual number. And they are spot on. March not revised, 0.3%. Okay, year over year, price index 2.7, in line with the expectation, in line with the prior month at 2.7. The core, however, looks like it is a tick higher. I'm not sure if that's due to rounding, guys, but the core at 2.8% versus the prior. So no improvement in the core and no improvement in the year over year. I'm guessing, I can't calculate this on the fly, that maybe the 3-month annualized or 6-month annualized is a little bit better. Let's see how the market is responding to this. A little bit down in the 2-year note. It had been at 494. It's now 491. Looking at the 10-year, 453, and I have here what it was. It had been at just down one tick. And I'll take a look at the Fed Fund futures for a second.
Looks like
here.
there's
That'll
more
tell you,
weird lag going on.
Really not much change here. Still at 12% for July. Call it 51% for September. Guys, the story here has been the market has really baked out almost really 2 cuts this year. Now it looks like it's comfortable with just 1.5 is really where it's at for the full year. This is a market that earlier had been forecasting 6 rate cuts.
We got
now
some wildness.
Down to holding on to 1 and getting rid of 2 here. So pretty much in line. This idea, I think, that we had this spike in January
Market's
through
going
March,
up.
and it seems
Bullish.
to have eased off. I think
Where's
is a
our
story
boy
that
Rick?
remains intact.
Yeah, Steve, I wonder how many months of this we need to see. Would you say this is 1
Whoa.
month so far
Whoa.
that you can kind of put into a tally?
Whoa
You've got
there,
Fed
Nelly.
presidents who are speaking, saying they want to see at least 3 months, maybe more.
Yeah, I've been describing this as trying to a referee
Whoa there,
in
Nelly.
a wrestling match where you go 1, 2, and then the guy gets up again. That's what happened in January, February, and March. I think this is
Order
one.
filled.
And Waller told me 3 to 5, which was a little bit hawkish on the 5 number. I think it depends, Becky, on the magnitude of the decline. If you get bigger declines, you start printing 0 1s, well, maybe it's 3.
Ripping.
If you're doing 0.2, and I've got to see if this
Order
was
filled.
0.26 or 0.25, why the year
There's a
over year
big
didn't
delay.
fall by a
I
tenth.
don't know
But
what this
we're
is
talking
all about.
tenths.
I
Becky,
flattened all
think
this
there's
and
an
it's still
argument here that the
actively
Fed
trading.
is kind of, I don't know how to put this, but maybe losing the kingdom for a horse, so to speak, or maybe
Order
just
submitted.
being a little bit too orthodox
Order
about
submitted.
the 2% inflation target
Order
in the sense
submitted.
that if you
I don't know
look
what's go- I'm
at
just trying to
the
close everything.
Order
harmonized
submitted.
consumer price index, which
Order-
is the same
order
one
filled.
relative
Order
to Europe
submitted.
that they use. Europe's ready to cut. Europe is satisfied with its
Order
2.4%.
submitted.
That's exactly what it is in
Finally.
the U.S. So I'm just wondering if the
Looks
Fed
like-
is being a little
my
bit
God.
orthodox here because of the
Order
whole
submitted.
problem with the housing numbers not filtering into the
Order
inflation.
submitted.
So I'm going to work on that for next
This
week.
is just
to talk
taking
about
forever.
that.
I don't know
Is
what's
it
going
that,
on here.
or I mean, there's a sense the economy here is much better than it is in Europe. There's a sense that the job market here
That is
is
right.
very strong too.
No, but that's right. But I mean, look, at some point you say, you know what? We're very
Order
restrictive.
filled.
John Williams and Sarah had a conversation yesterday about just how restrictive the Fed is. He said 0.7 maybe on the real neutral rate, which equates to, I don't know, 2.7, 2.5. The Fed is at 5.38.
We are popping
so
on
it
this.
is very restrictive relative
Popping
to
on
any
this.
measure of the neutral rate. So the question becomes, do you keep the brakes fully pressed down to the floor there, even while you're very close to your target?
Let's bring Rick Santelli in as well.
There's
I
our
think we had
boy,
some
Rick.
technical difficulties
There's
there
our
before.
boy.
On this.
Yeah, what do you think about
Here's our
whether
boy.
the economy is
Came in at
restrictive at this point or
expectations.
not, Rick?
You know, I think there's some very important information here. I think the market, of course, is looking at the two numbers on income and spending on a month over month, and once again, playing the annualized basis game. But here's what I see. I see real spending down a tenth. Okay, so it's down a tenth, but it was down 0.3 in January. So we've been there, done that, and obviously any negative numbers are a good one. But real personal spending, adjusting for inflation, gives us a view of the consumption kind of index of the consumer, and it slowly is deteriorating. The year over years at 2.7, 2.8 that remain, to me, there's a stickiness there. And once again, whether it's, the verdict yesterday, the fix is in on this, in my opinion. The fix is in because we continually get these leanings by many officials that, we're closed. We need to wait for that last mile. The reality is we could look towards Europe. We could look towards a lot of numbers. Their inflation is coming back up again right in front of the meeting for the ECB, who's contemplating cutting rates. Every major economy, central bank wants to find any reason they can to cut rates. Now, I know there's some hawkish talk out there, but there's been hawkish talk all along.
Crazy on
These numbers and what the market's doing, in my opinion, don't necessarily jive. It doesn't mean the market's wrong. The market, of course, is looking at every possible permutation of today's data through a lens to keep the party going. And I think the Fed has conditioned the market to do that. But I do think that there's going to be a pushback here. And if I was a trader, I would look past some of the positives on the month over month and look at some of the stickiness. And the real decision here is, as we approach $1 trillion to service our debt, are we going to look at current monetary policy as aiding or abetting some of that spending and some of the sticky issues with regard to stuck inside the economy? Are interest rates going to combat that at all? The entire process of this blunt tool is under review, but we seem to gloss right over that, looking for excuses to ease. I personally don't see any.
So you don't see a cut coming, or you don't think a cut should come?
Of course we're not getting one.
Oh, I think the cuts are probably coming. I don't think at this point, and I was very agnostic about this. I thought we were making progress, and maybe the last sticky mile will give up a little bit of ground. And maybe if we're getting close and really flatlining, maybe the Fed should start to ease, even if we weren't right at 2%. But I don't think we're going to end up at 2%. As a matter of fact, a lot of these policies and the politics, the government taking the people's voice away is just going to be more highly inflationary. Whether it's how they force-fed us during COVID, how they're taking our November 5th voice away, the less voices we have, the less input we have.
Dude, Rick's on one this morning.
So many aspects of our life are managed, and this is just another case in point.
All right, Rick, thank you.
Rick,
thank you to Steve
fired up, brother.
Let's bring in our panel. Lanhee Chen, former policy director for the Romney-Ryan 2012 presidential
They're not going to be as
He's now
exciting. They're definitely not going to be as exciting as Rick, so I think we're good. We're good. Rhythmic's going a little bit crazy, but I think maybe I have the situation solved. I'm not 100% sure. We're going to find out momentarily. But whatever, we have some things to get into, lots of things to get into. So the market right now recovering pretty decently. In fact, we're actually close to pushing the highs from yesterday. The Qs are looking good too. DJ, what is this? What is trading? It's just these weird ass flat.
Order submitted.
All right, maybe if I just shut it down, disconnect, then reconnect? Is that what I need to do? All right, let's see if that fixes whatever. It's just like randomly trading on busted accounts. But yeah, market going swimmingly. Many of you already know this, but commonly when you get the CPI report and the PCE report, the market generally, statistically, opens higher than where it previously closed. And it looks like that's exactly going to be the truth of the matter for today with the SPY and the Qs. DJT obviously going to be a little bit in focus today with all the craziness with Trump. Dell had earnings. I got crushed on that. I had a put credit spread betting that it would stay above 150, currently trading at 143. So unless it has a swimmingly good day, your boy might be a little bit screwed. So we're going to figure that situation out. But on the positive side, I did a similar thing on Alta, betting that it would be like above like 350 and obviously bouncing up to 422. So feeling pretty good about that. So yes, I get that there's stock stuff going on, but there's also major stuff going on the political scale. So as this is all happening, I do want to let you know that today is a payday Friday. Earlier this week, actually kind of over Memorial Day weekend, we ended up hitting 400,000 subscribers on YouTube. So to say thank you to everyone, we are doing a $400 giveaway today. All you have to do to enter is find this. This is the pin post, macquarie.locals.com. My mod will drop the exact link. Just sign up. You can sign up for free using the code Goonie. And then all I need from you is a way to contact, whether it's your Twitter, your Instagram, your email, just some way to do it. And we're going to do the drawing at 10:30 today. $400 giveaway to celebrate Payday Friday. So everyone follow the link, get in here. You could enter for free. Just sign up, use the code Goonie. You sign up for free, and then just drop your entry, and we're going to randomly select some people. So I just want to put that out to everyone. So let's talk about the situation. For those of you who might be living under a rock, or maybe you're just a healthy person who doesn't pay attention to social media or media in a general sense, and congrats to you. I'm hoping you're spending time with your friends, family, loved ones. But big news yesterday, Donald J. Trump, the first former president to ever be charged with a crime, 34 guilty counts. 34 guilty counts. And as this all happened, this is the first thing he posted. This is his first social media post after being, I guess, found guilty.
This is the final battle. With you at my side, we will demolish the deep state. We will expel the warmongers from our government. We will drive out the globalists. We will cast out the communists, Marxists, and fascists. We will throw off the sick political class that hates our country. We will rout the fake news media, and we will liberate America from these villains once and for all.
I mean, not too many people surprised, but it got everyone all riled up. Even Piper here, she's been having a crazy night. Do you have anything to say to the audience today? Anything you want to say to the team? Anything about the inflation report? Anything about your plans for the weekend? What you doing? What you doing there? What you doing there? Huh? What's up, brother? Is it nap time? All time's nap time for old Pippa. All right, we'll let her do her thing. She's getting all ready. She likes trading on Friday. She likes trading on inflation reports, but she's not respectful of the fact that, yes, Trump found guilty on 34 felony charges, technically Class C, which to my new understanding of some legal stuff is the most baby charge of them all, but a charge nonetheless. So anyway, this got posted, and the murmurs on the street are like, obviously, DonaldJTrump.com campaign donations. Apparently, there were so many donations that it actually crashed the website, which is absolutely insane. But here is the skinny on the situation. Wall Street billionaires are rushing to back Trump. Verdict be damned. A growing number of financial elites are throwing their weight behind Trump, who was found guilty in the first criminal trial of a former U.S. president. He was found guilty on all 34. A lot of people are starting to ask questions of the judge and Mershon, the judge Mershon, just because you're about to find out. But there are things in the story that are confusing. They're complexing. They're confounding. It doesn't make the most sense that I guess for this trial, there was a short list of 24 judges. And on that 24 judges, it didn't include this judge. And somehow he got his way into it. And he just is clearly a person who doesn't like Trump. And you're about to find this out. I mean, it's to the point that the judge's daughter was actively campaigning to raise donations for this trial against Trump. So weird things like that. And I guess I find it interesting, but I don't think it's necessarily the most pivotal. What I find interesting is the social backlash we're already seeing. As I've been stating now for 1, 2, 3 weeks straight, remember, people don't go into the nuances of all of these stories. They go into the headlines. So it's kind of like, hey, don't let the truth get in the way of a good story. And right now, the way this particular story happens to be playing out, it's playing out in a way that is, and this was being predicted not by myself, but by many, many, many people, that it's going to make him more popular than ever. I guess I would love to get your thoughts on it. Do you think that this effectively won Trump the presidency? And at first that might be crazy, but as you're about to see, I mean, his website went down because he was getting so many donations. Look at social media. It is roaring in his favor. And does this just tie back to people love being trolls? Like right now, there are many, many people who, I mean, maybe it's just what I'm being served on my Twitter algorithm. I could be respectful of that fact. But a lot of people are like, hey, I wasn't going to vote. I don't really care about it. But this is like, to them, it's a troll. You're now in on the joke of like, oh, okay, in a democracy, you can't really tell us who to vote for or not to vote for. So we're going to vote for a guy who's now, what, a convicted felon? So like, I know it's crazy, but I actually believe that, and I'm not even saying you should or shouldn't like Trump, but I'm just saying the events that are unfolding, I think there's a very strong argument that this has actually secured the presidency for Trump. I know it's wild, and maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's just maybe I'm thinking about it wrong. And because of that, I would love for you to call in and share your thoughts. The number to call into the show right now, I'll play all the voicemails, is 570-209-8435. Call into the show. But here's what you need to know. This is kind of I guess this is a judge dude or a guy in legal knowledge and Benny Johnson. So listen to this.
What are your friends saying to you? I assume you got 400,000 texts the moment this dropped.
Yeah,
you're one of the, you have this incredible legacy and you've tried so many criminal cases. And so few would know what it's like to be inside of a trial like this more than you. What does this say about our system? Are we facing an actual constitutional crisis here?
Is the audio good?
I think we're facing
some
a crisis that, it does change the game, Benny. And look, everybody that reached out from, those that are traumatized to, in disbelief and angry and afraid. Look, there's plenty of opportunity for us to save this country.
I'm getting weird feedback.
I would say there are, if we realistically look at this case, there never was an acquittal possible. I predicted long ago, I thought that the hung jury was the overwhelming, result that I predicted. But when you have the judge that was leaning on the scales of justice from the beginning of opening arguments, actually before that, to his rulings on motions to exclude evidence, his rulings during the trial, his objections to cross-examination. I mean, Benny, it's bad when the judge takes a different tone when speaking to the prosecution versus when he speaks to the defense in front of the jury. All of that adds up. It hits and it weighs in the minds of the jury. And then, an instruction like they gave, the elimination of key evidence the defense wanted to put on, it is almost impossible to get anything better than a hung jury in a case like this. So, look, we'll look our wounds. This judge has considerable power now.
All right.
On July 11th,
we're ready to rip
he has
it.
The power to take
Trump
forthwith. He can take him, put him in custody right then, and he can do it for whatever period of time. Now, Kash Patel is accurate that there's a range of sentence that's supposed to be a range that the judge follows, but the rules are out the window. Who knows what this judge will do? I predict that he will give him some jail time. I think he will fine him. He'll give him a stern lecture, and then he'll promptly plan his retirement and a book deal.
Wow.
Definitely retirement, book deal.
I
guess getting his name in the footnotes of history, this Judge Merchant. The whole thing, I don't know. Like, it's hard for me to really commentate on the exact legal aspects of it because I'm no lawyer. So I find more of, I guess, my particular domain, that's what's of interest to me. What's going on with social media? What's the crowd? How are the markets reacting to all of this? And what we're seeing right now, it's nuts. This is a historic moment. Trump guilty verdict adds twist to the 2024 race, a convicted felon. So it brings up a lot of questions of, can you even be president? And the first answer is yes. If as a felon, you're not allowed to vote in elections, but there's no rule in the U.S., no rule in the US. You're allowed to be a felon as president. So that's the first question. And then there's other arguments of like, well, can you serve from prison? And most likely they would just delay the prison sentence. I did try to get a little bit into the legalese of this. So he is being charged with felonies. Like, it's legit. But in the world of felonies, it's a Class E felony, which is, to my understanding in the state of New York, like the most baby felonies. So with this and the fact that he has no prior criminal record, yes, these could serve up to, like, basically the prison sentence for these is roughly a year to 4 years, but the way it would all work, it wouldn't be cumulative. You wouldn't do like 34 times 4. They would be served concurrently. So really, with all these bucketed together, the jail time could be anywhere from a year to 4 years, but a lot of the times in the state of New York, with no like past charges or anything, when it's Class E, you actually just get put on probation. It's kind of interesting because a lot of people are like, no, they're going to do whatever they can to actually throw him in jail. But then don't forget, in the state of New York, I mean, there's people who are assaulting officers. They get out with no bond that day and then go like rob a place. So I don't know. Like, I don't know if they're going to stack it more against Trump and be like, actually throw the book at him. But right now, the way charges are going in US, like nothing's happening. And of course, there's other things of like, could he appeal it, this, that, the other thing? But it is strange. The other legalese thing that I got into on this particular case, just to try to be more informed and learn about it myself, is that apparently the underlying crime itself was never defined, which I don't know if there's lawyers or judges or people who just know more about the situation than I do right now. But on the surface level, as a person who's just kind of an onlooker to this, the fact that the underlying crime was never defined, apparently, like, that's just a rarity, like a massive, massive rarity. So it's interesting. It's interesting how this is playing out. Trump is guilty on all counts in hush money case. Now what? So big questions. What is Trump convicted of? 34 counts of falsifying business records for payments made to his former lawyer, Michael Cohen. If he gets convicted, it's July 11th. Mark your calendars. July 11th is when we find out what the judge is feeling. July 11th, Judge Mershon will be, I guess, deciding it. And of course, afterwards, it could be appealed. It'll probably be appealed, but it happens to be a couple days before the RNC, the Republican National Convention. I do want to clarify that these would probably be served concurrently if he has jail time. Do I think he's going to have jail time? I don't know. This is not my domain to be predicting, but it is Class C, which is still a felony right here. Class C felony, 1 1/3 years up to 4, but he was found guilty on more than one count, concurrent sentencing. Can he appeal it? Of course he could appeal it, and of course he will. Where might he serve his time? I mean, this would be a Secret Service nightmare. They'd have to like go the Pablo Escobar route and like build him his own prison if it did go that. Like, it's just so ridiculous. Anyway, does the conviction mean he can't run? No, you can run. You could be president. You can't vote for an election if you're a felon, but you can be a felon and be the president. How could the verdict affect the 2024 election? That's what I want to talk with you guys about, because I think this is actually going to get him more popularity. Can he pardon himself? Nope. There's a difference between federal and state issues, and you cannot pardon yourself. Someone else maybe could be able to pardon him, but pardon, it's going to be a different question. So back to what I find to be the most interesting, outside of the nuanced details of what the case is and isn't, I'm fascinated with how people are reacting to it. And right here, this is Antonio Brown, obviously one of the most realistic based news reporters of his own media company, CTE ESPN. So right here, still going to win the election while Biden shits himself. So right away, people are like popping off, making some hilarious jokes. Obviously, Antonio Brown. And this is, I guess, my example of where I was so curious of which way this is actually going to split. Is it going to split in the way where we're like, wow, we cannot elect a criminal, or is it going to split the other way where in some sort of either you're going to have the cohort of people who think it's a hilarious troll, you're going to get the cohort of people who think this is now turning into a banana republic, you're going to get the cohort of people that think maybe just like the justice and the political system is being used erroneously, immorally, illegally against the guy. And as of now, I mean, 24 hours later, not even, it does feel, and like, I'm going to show you some evidence of it, but maybe once again, this could be an algorithm thing. Maybe you're seeing something on like the complete opposite side that people are now deciding to hate him. But what I'm seeing is going into this, if you just had like, whatever, your Venn diagram of the people who already supported him and the people who already hated him, the supporters are going to continue to support, the haters are going to continue to hate. That's not going to change. It's these people in the middle who are kind of on the fence and undecided. I'm interested in that group. The right leaning and the left leaning, like, they've already made up your minds. If you love Trump, no one's going to convince you to not love Trump. If you already love Biden or maybe specifically hate Trump, no one's going to convince you otherwise. It's the people in the middle that I find to be interesting. And with that commentary of people in the middle, as I alluded to just now, a couple minutes ago, the Trump's donation website crashed after this. Now you might be arguing, well, no, that's just his already, like, the base that already liked him, voting for him. But there are, I have a couple pieces of evidence that suggest some of the people in the middle, those undecided, like, fence sitters, it feels like they are starting to break the way of Trump. Statistically impossible. Actually, instead of reading that, let's just listen to this one.
There's something very fishy about how Judge Merchan came to preside over this case. There are 24 sitting judges who were supposed to be randomly selected from to take this case. Judge Merchan wasn't even on the list of judges. He's an acting judge. And he's not just a Biden donor. Judge Merchan donated to the Progressive Turnout Project and to an organization called Stop Trump. And he never recused himself. Judge Merchan was allegedly randomly selected for the Trump hush money case, the Trump organization fraud case, and for the Steve Bannon case. This is almost statistically impossible that an acting judge, not within the pool of sitting judges, who happens to be a Stop Trump donor, is randomly selected to all three of these Trump cases within the same year. It's probably another conspiracy theory.
I want to pause it there for a second. Isn't that a conflict of interest? Like, does no one else have that question? Isn't that a clear conflict of it? Like, am I the crazy person? If you have a judge who is donating to the Stop Trump campaign, is that not? Like, or is this just Fox spinning something and that's not true? One of these, okay, either Fox is lying and the judge did not donate to a campaign called Stop Trump. That's a possibility. Or the other possibility is that this is accurate media reporting and we had a judge presiding over a case who donated to Stop Trump. One of those two is true. Media does lie, but also people are corrupt. So in this case, these are the two possibilities. Either Fox is lying about this, making it up, possibility, or the other one is we have a super immoral, corrupt judge who should have never been the judge of this case presiding over it. And I guess my question is, which one is it? Or is it both? Is Fox still lying about this one, but then yet we still have an immoral, corrupt judge? Like, I guess there's no way they're both false on this one, I guess is my point. Nah, on the crazy one, could be. It just blows my mind.
Just like the resistance left fell in love with Fauci, Mueller, and Avenatti, they now have a man crush on Merchan.
With respect to Judge Merchan, I mean, I am like now, I have like a man crush on him. Right. He is such a great judge that it's hard to see that the jurors wouldn't have the same impression. I mean, you just keep on thinking, if you looked in a dictionary for like judicial temperament, that's what you get.
Judicial temperament, he kicked everybody out of a courtroom so he could yell at a defense witness who rolled his eyes, and then threatened to throw the former president of the United States in jail for talking. The judge is throwing a tantrum inside the courthouse, and the sitting president sends actors to throw tantrums outside the courthouse.
The Robert De Niro thing
He let a
was
porn
funny.
star suggest she was sexually assaulted and then told the jury, oops, pretend you didn't hear that. And then let Michael Cohen sell the jury anti-Trump T-shirts from the witness stand. No one knows what the heck is going on.
I guess that it is just weird. Merchan was randomly selected for the hush money Trump Organization and Steve Bannon, and he wasn't in the initial pool. Like, this stopped. Like, how, dude? What world will we live in? But it's those exact questions where people are like, seems weird. And maybe there is a good explanation for it. Very well could be. Maybe there is a solid explanation for it. But there's enough people who think it's like kind of iffy that all of a sudden money is just flowing in. Happening now, President Donald Trump receives a massive wave of support after he was found guilty in the New York City trial, crashing his donation page. Sequoia Capital's Sean donated $300,000. Lee Zeldin secured $800,000 donation for Trump's joint fundraising committee. Tim Pool, I've just donated the maximum to Donald Trump. Tucker Carlson, import the third world, become the third world. That's what we just saw. They won't stop Trump. He'll win the election if he's not killed first. Megyn Kelly, guilty on all counts. The country is disgraced. Alvin Bragg should be disbarred. They will rue the day where they unleashed a lawfare to corrupt a presidential election. Scott Adams, I just donated to Trump. The donation page crashed from traffic. This is the hill to die on. Tristan Tate, Trump donation page link. Piers Morgan, Trump's donation websites are crashing. My guess is that the verdict will propel him back into the White House. Supporters on X donating amounts of $3,300 and $1,000. It crashed it. This money is honestly, this case, I don't think it's that insane. I've spent a solid 10 to 20 minutes of my life thinking about this, and I don't think it's the most insane statement to say that this particular story, this narrative, is going to put Trump back in the White House. As much as these people, there's a huge amount of people who like actively hate and despise this guy, and they just don't seem to realize that they played the chess match so incredibly poorly that it's going to make him president again. Now with that, I see a couple of people commenting on it, and yes, I want to chit chat about it. I do. Trump media shares tumble after Donald Trump found guilty on 34 felony counts. Well, listen, lady, you wrote that one a little bit too early because it didn't last long. So did it tumble? Yeah. Went from 51 to 44, and now we're back up to 55, currently up 6.7% in pre-market trading. If a look at the daily chart right here, actually, it's a gap up situation. If it breaks from 56, could just keep pushing. And the numbers surrounding it, I see some people asking, could this prompt a squeeze? Without a doubt. Well, that's not true. Something's wrong with the data here. This literally just updated, but something just went wonky. Last time I checked it, it was closer to the range of 65% short interest. The cost to borrow 344, utilization max out, and still on the threshold list. Does DJT have all the ingredients for a short squeeze recipe? Without a doubt. What's missing is the oven. You need a little bit of gas. You need a little bit of enthusiasm. You need a little bit of bullish momentum to start to put pressure on the shorts. Just because you have a high short interest, just because you have a high cost of borrow, just because you have a high utilization, just because you're on the threshold list, that none of that guarantees a squeeze. You need all of that stuff, and then you have to have that upward momentum that actually puts pressure on the shorts. If the stock is going sideways or down, the shorts aren't going to care. So right now, it's more of like a large group of them have to be trapped, and then the stock actually has to start going up to put pressure on the people who are trapped. So right now, it has all the ingredients for the recipe, but the final thing is someone needs, the gasoline's there. Someone needs to light the match. And in this particular case, the match would be upward price movement. A break above 56, a close above 56 would be a big deal. And then it would get even more interesting above the mid 70s, where things would probably start to get really nuts. Obviously, throughout the day, we can monitor the short interest and the option chain. More than happy to get into it. But very quickly, just so you know, other companies are reporting and whatnot. So last night after the market closed, we heard from Costco, Dell, and Ulta. So very quickly want to get into that. Costco shares dip despite earnings beat. There's no cause for investors' concern, according to CNBC. So Costco currently down, 0.1%, so not much of a move. What did get murked is Dell. Dell shares fall despite growing AI server business. Dell reported first quarter earnings on Thursday that beat analyst estimates for earnings and sales. So Dell beat on top and bottom line and then got hit over 10%. Dell has emerged as a top vendor for AI-oriented services, which are in high demand as companies invest in infrastructure for predictions and generative AI. Before Thursday's report, Dell shares had more than doubled in 2024. Dell was crushing it. I don't get, this drop makes no sense to me. It's getting hit even more. My position on this one is just getting absolutely destroyed. I don't get it. I mean, Dell not only was looking phenomenal, but its report was phenomenal, and it beat the estimates. So I know it's never really a nominal value of a nominal measure of like, how does it do? It's versus Wall Street. And this beat Wall Street's expectations. And yet it is currently down 17%, blowing my mind, absolutely blowing my mind. The other one that I'm doing better on is Alta. I sold puts against this one as well. So this is now looking pretty good, up about 10%. So getting screwed on Dell, but I'm doing well on Ulta. Ulta Beauty CEO outlines plans to boost sales after first quarter slowdown. Shares jump 11%. So that's a quick rundown of individual stock. I know that there's going to be a big interest on DJT today, so I'm going to make sure that we keep that up. So DJT is there. Like I said, a break in and close above 56 is a big deal. It'd be crazy, and it would be a much bigger deal with the break and push around like 70, 75 level. Yes, there's high short interest. Yes, the cost to borrow is sky high. Yes, the utilization is maxed out. Yes, it's on the threshold list, and now people are talking about it. People are talking about it. And in my mind, living through this stuff before, it's when you have that giant community effort, that's when you get the FOMO and the snowball effect. And that aspect was pivotal and key to why GameStop and AMC stood out from all the other memes. It's when you had a lot more people talking about that specific one. And I'm just thinking out loud here, I'm thinking that some of these developments that we're seeing with this case might be enough to get, I guess, more eyeballs on DJT. So just something to consider. Don't forget to sign up, mattkohrs.locals.com. My mods will put this in chat, but it's a newsletter, 100% free. You don't have to pay for this at all. It'll come to your email inbox every single weekend. Just sign up for mattkohrs.locals.com. You could become a member, which is 100% free, or a supporter, which is like a premium member, and you can become that for free if you use the promo code GOONIE, GOONIE, will get you in for free. But anyway, I break down the week and what to look forward to in the upcoming week. I give you all the major macroeconomic events with respect to today. There is the Chicago PMI at 9:45. 9:45 today, 15 minutes into the trading day, the Chicago PMI will be dropping. I give you all the earnings, but this week's pretty much over. And with respect to seasonality, today actually does favor the Bears. So how I generated this was I looked at this individual day over the past 2.5 decades, over the past 25 years, and I said, hypothetically, what would your equity curve look like if you bought at open and sold at close on this individual day for the S&P 500 futures market? And this is what it would look like. The theoretical one trade per year on this individual day, your equity curve would have been fine for the first 5 years, and then it would have been down and down and down. Obviously, this day win-loss percentage, 47.53, so that's about flipping a coin. What's going on is when the Bears win, they're winning with much bigger size, which is why the equity curve is to the downside. And then I also give you an update on the Piper strategy. Speaking of the Piper strategy, crushed it yesterday. My little Piper mascot and I just murdered. So what had happened was, at 10:42 on May 30th yesterday, Piper suggested a bearish trade, a SPY call credit spread and a Q call credit spread, and I decided to not take it. I actually went the other way. If you did take it, it had a 100% return, a $34 return for every $366. So that would be the minimum sizing, and you could scale it up. Yes, this is advanced options trading techniques, but I teach you, I have a lot of lectures on it. There's a group of people trading this stuff day in and day out. More than happy to help you with it. But anyway, Piper, the signal itself crushed. I did something different. As you guys saw on the stream yesterday, I was very interested in playing the upside gap fill, and your boy kind of top ticked it. I really did. I mean, it was early in the day, like it was right here. I was like, all right, cool, we're going for that upside gap fill. And then the market fell and I got screwed. Well, I got a little bit tilted. I got a little bit angry. And right around 11:15 when it started to come back up, I basically ended up tripling down. So you can see here, I got in at 9:33 and then again at 11:15, this first trade down here that you can't see because my big head is blocking it. So I sold at $2 and I was trying to capture back at 150. I'm selling premium, so you sell it to create the position and then you're trying to buy it back. So I was looking for a quick gain there and it quickly went bust. So then I sold more. So I went from 10, I ran it down the trend. I sold 10 more at $1.70. Fortunately, when the market started to come back up, I was able to capture that for $1 gain, and I had 10, so that's $1,000 right there. And then the original position, I was able to get out for just above break even. I sold at $2 and I collected it at $190, so it ended up working well. So that's the 1,100. Now, obviously, to get into this, the first month is 100% free. Just use that code Goonie. That promo code Goonie is how you get in for free. You can be in here for an entire month. You can watch all the lectures. You can trade with us every day. You can use the Piper signal. You have full access to everything for free, 100% free if you put in that code Goonie. And just why should you do that? Why do I give away the first month for free? Well, I'm putting my money where my mouth is. I want no one to feel like they got. I want everyone to be like, okay, cool. I got a month free. Let me see how much value I could get out of this. And is that value worth $50 a month? Well, literally my trades alone yesterday made 1.1K. So in one day, which you could have had full access to for free, you could have paid for more than 2 years of the service. So in terms of a business cost, or if you just took the straight up Piper, like that one itself paid for pretty much a year, almost a year. Almost the next full month. So like one day of the signal, almost paying for an entire month, and that's at the minimum unit sizing. So I very much think it's worth it. I think a lot of people in the Discord are loving it, but just to kind of show you the numbers and put my money where my mouth is and show you the timestamps and the fact that, these are like my actual accounts and I'm like truly trading it. So just wanted to show you guys that stuff. We have so much to get into. Don't forget Payday Friday. Here, I'm going to drop the link right now. Folks, sign up at 10:30. We're giving away $400. Sign up. Remember, when you click on this, it's going to bring you to this right here. To be able to enter, there's a good shot that you need to obviously to post in here, you have to be a member. You can do it for free. Use the code Goonie. GOONIE will give you free access. If you're like, hey, dude, I want to do the giveaway. I want the free access, and then I don't give a fuck and I'm going to cancel. Do it. But I just need a way where you guys can comment. I just need a way to contact you. And we're going to be doing a classic marble race. And someone today is going to be the lucky winner of $400. And man, oh man, I hope they spend it on a bunch of Texas Roadhouse. So that will be going down a little bit later. So many things happening right now. The SPY and the Qs, big jump, huge jump because of the PCE report. Inflation not going that much higher. The market's liking it. Big pop. Right now, 5-minute green, 10-minute green, even though 30 minutes converting, 5-minute, 10-minute, 30-minute, everything's looking good. The other thing that's up quite a bit is DJT. DJT's up because people are now just enthusiastically, even more than they previously had, supporting Trump. So there's a lot. Wait, what is this one? Having an issue connecting to Discord. Just signed up. Please help. Yes, I watched the welcome video. Did you read the gazillion things where it said that it could take up to 24 hours to update the database? Did you read that? Because it is kind of posted literally everywhere. If you're signing up right now, you're going to have access to doing this, but to get into the Discord, I think it updates around noon every single day. Well, if you read it, then that's it. So in locals, you're going to have full access instantaneously. Right away, as soon as you sign up for locals, you're going to have full access. There's no delay. To get into the Discord, I can manually update the database, and here, I'll do that in a couple of minutes after market open, but I think it updates normally once a day. I think it's around noon or 1, just so everyone knows. If you have any connection issues, ask them on. They're more than happy to help. I'm happy to help. You can email me, media@MatthewKohrs.com. You can DM me on Discord. You can DM me on Twitter. You can DM me on Instagram. I'm more than happy to personally help. Ahmad could help you. If you're having any issues getting anything connected, we are here to help. But I just want to clarify, locals is the community center, and that's how you can get into the Discord. That's how you can comment here. That's how you can get the emails, the newsletters. Locals, macwords.locals.com is like the community center. But shout out to you guys who 61 of you have already entered for the giveaway today. Good stuff. All right, we got the PCE report. I do want to talk about some crazy things we are seeing in the economy. We'll do that in a second. We're going to talk about what's going on with Pelosi. All right, dude, it's going to be, you can feel it. You can feel that we're about to have a pretty freaking crazy Friday. A pretty crazy Friday. So we're going to have that. Okay, well, while we are getting ready to go, a couple things I want to chit-chat about with you, because there's a good chance with all the market insanity that I end up forgetting. So I feel like today or now is a good time as ever. So today's stream partner, today's show partner is StreetBeat. I do big rants, long rants, exciting rants about political, what I perceive to be insider trading. But once again, it's just my own opinion. No one else's. But with StreetBeat, there's a lot of people. One of the most common questions I get is, how can I copy political trades? StreetBeat is the main place to do it. I know of no other better option to mimic and copy what our politicians are doing in the stock market than StreetBeat. Sign up for StreetBeat. It is free to download. And in fact, when you sign up using the referral code Matt, M-A-T-T, you're going to get anywhere between $10,000 and $5,000. Anywhere, like, so just literally by you signing up and using that code, Matt, you're going to get $10. StreetBeat, it's a normal stock brokerage. Yes, it's under U.S. regulations if you're concerned about that. Buying and selling stock, there's no payment for order flow if you're concerned with that. And you can do what you want. But what really sets StreetBeat apart is that you can use their pre-built AI trading co-pilots, but you could also build your own. So I like to use the, like, whatever Congress is doing in the stock market. I love that one. I have their bond one, I have their generative AI one, I have their crypto one. So I use some of their pre-built systems, but then I also have made some of my own that are also exciting. So the reason I'm really bringing it up right now, for those of you who maybe missed out a little bit, is on top of it, StreetBeat, you can help pay off some of the college bills for your kids, your stepkids, your grandkids, your nieces, your nephews, and even your godchildren with some of the new, like they partnered up with the college tuition board. So with the tuition rewards program, and this is how you get the point. 1 point is worth $1 college dollar. So just by being an annual subscriber, which is $69, you get $5,000 for college. Monthly subscriber, $9 a month. That's 400 points. And remember, a point is worth a college dollar. And then like you get other, like this one's the crazy one, the 10% of your assets under management. So if you have young kids and they're not going to school for a decade, 10% of whatever your assets under management are in this account will accrue and cumulatively add up to be college tuition dollars. Now, the other question from here is just like, well, what colleges can you go to? They're now, you can see the partner list. It's loading. I think it's now up to 480, but it's actually a very lengthy list of where you could apply these college dollars. And remember, if you have a lot and you're like, well, hang on, like, is it for what? No, if you are accruing all these extra points, you can give them to whatever, a niece and 2 of your kids or a grandchild. It's not like all the points just have to go to one of the kids, which I think is really cool. So I love StreetBeat, not only to help with defray some of the college costs, but on top of it, you're getting a bonus when you sign up, $10. And then from there, if you want to mimic politicians, if you want to trade what politicians are doing, StreetBeat handles it all for you. You just have to decide how much money you want to put into it. Highly recommend everyone checking it out. It is pinned to the top of chat. It is in the description of the video. So shout out to StreetBeat for, partnering up with us today. Shout out to old StreetBeat. All right. Now with that out of the way, I do have some questions. Okay. This is perfect timing of what we have going on right now. We got some perfect timing of what is happening right now. I'm very, very excited about this. Again, I'm replacing this pin comment. Some of these pins are getting a little bit wild on me right here. Okay, so you guys did call in, but okay. Maybe before we do the call-ins, I do need a little bit of your help because I have to decide right here. Why did these not trade? Why did these not trade? Strategies. Are you guys bullish or bearish at market open? Bullish or bearish? I need you guys to tell me. We're going for it, Tonto. Are you guys market open today? I'm saying at 9:30. 9:30 to 9:31. Are you guys bullish or bearish? Bullish, bearish, bullish, bearish, bullish, bearish, bullish, bearish. I need you guys to vote and I need you to be right. Not only do I need you to be right, but I need you to very much vote. Any strong thoughts? Bull, bearish, bull, bearish, bull, bull, bear, bearish, bull. The one that starts with the B, bearish, 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 bullish. Bull at open, reverse. I'm literally just asking you from 9:30 to 9:31. First 60 seconds bear, Bearish. Well, a lot of you are saying bearish, so I'm going the other way. I'm going bullish. Just because, like, I've followed you guys in the past, and we all see how that played out for me. So, something to consider. Something to consider. I need to turn all these on. I need to just make sure that all these buttons are clicked by 9:30. So, yes, I want it to be stated that I'm fading all of you. Not all of you. Some of you said bullish, but clearly the majority has been saying a little something different. A little something different. All right, so we're going to let that rip. What is the newest deal with ATF? What are they doing? They extended it. 90% off and 1 day to pass. Okay, I wonder if they extended it because of all the weirdness related to Rhythmic yesterday. Supernova, what's going on with ATF? I saw you said that there's like some sort of update. Do you have an update for the group? It's so predictable. Matt's like not listening to the little Kramers. Yeah, I mean, the fact that so many of you were, I mean, I've let you guys trade the accounts in the past, and how many ever times ago you just kept blowing them up. So at a certain point, you just have to learn and realize that maybe I should fade the group. You guys are my best barometer to do the opposite thing on. So it's maybe you're not going to be laughing a little bit. Like right now, you might be thinking, this kid's about to get destroyed, but let's see who gets the last laugh. I'm confident in this one. I have been subbed for years and watched daily. Why would my sub get nuked? What does that even mean? Why would your sub get... Why would my sub get... What does that mean? Do you think that I unsubscribed you from my channel? Is that what you think's going on? I bought a call yesterday just at today's rip. Well, Hector, I hope it destroys for you. I hope you make a ton of money. Where are these call-ins? Where are some of these call-ins? I'm so excited to see what you guys have to say today.
Yeah, there's only two. You got only two. Biden, Trump. These are not choices. Kennedy.
Kennedy's not going to get 1% of the vote, so obviously not a real... Like, you're just throwing away a vote if you vote for Kennedy.
Dang Matt was calling and say, watching that thing, that Trump thing, man, what happened there? Go on kind of play the rig. How can you go on the internet and say, Rick? The daggum guy named Chaos Roswell, he tried to take my money, you know. He called me, say he's all send news, and I see, but now I can't do that. So now I have Matt Kohrs, and I can hear his voice, and I think, I don't know, now I'm going to take a dump. So I say, oh, man.
I'll have what he's having.
Yeah, hi, Matt Kohrs, live, calling to tell you about feelings on Trump, Biden. Trump all the way, always have been, always will be. This really secures it. I mean, it's just been a whole show, and it's not even somebody. You don't even have to be a lawyer to know this was wrong. So, anyways, Trump all the way.
Sounds like he's voting for Trump.
Matt, love the show. All right, so this is the plan. All they wanted to get out of this trial was the two words, convicted felon. You will hear this. We will hear this in the media. We will hear this everywhere. Convicted felon, convicted felon, convicted felon. That's all they wanted to get out of it. He's going to beat it. He's going to be in November, and we're going to vote him in. And this just catapulted him to the winning. And unfortunately, if you think of it outside of the box, this just hurts the name of the USA. This just hurts our brand. Right? We talk a lot about branding, and the brand of the United States was just was hurt. It looks bad for us internationally. It looks bad for us around the world. It's just a bad thing in how low they can go and in the capacity, the capability that they have to be able to do all that they did. So thank you for your time, brother. God bless us. God bless the USA.
Thank you for calling in. Folks, you guys can all call in right now. Let me know your thoughts. Let the world know your thoughts on the craziness with Trump. The number to call into the show is 570-209-8435. Once again, that is 570-209-8435. Call into the show and let the world know what you think about this. Are you sick and tired, or do you think this guy got what was coming to him? I would love to know your thoughts. I guess a little bit of a sociology experiment we have going on. The market will be opening in 5 minutes, and then an hour after that, we are giving away $400. Today is Payday Friday. This Friday, normally we just celebrate on Fridays because it's our Texas Roadhouse Day. But today, it's not only a Texas Roadhouse Day, but we have the opportunity to celebrate the fact that we hit 400,000 subscribers on YouTube. So to say thank you to you folks for being the best community, the best gosh darn Goonie community you could be, we will be giving away $400. One lucky winner in here will be getting $400. So to enter, I just need a way to connect with you. So obviously, just sign up for the Goonie community. I know a lot of you are. I mean, the listserv is almost at 10,000 people. But sign up and you could get into the premium membership for free. It's pinned to the top of chat. It's in the description of the video. Pinned to the top of chat, in the description of the video. If you're coming into the generic homepage, it should be the first pinned thing. And if you want to join the Discord, there's a giant Discord button right here. Just click that massive giant Discord button. That's how you get into the Discord. But right here, I just need you to comment the way 83 other people have, just a way to be able to reach out to you if you are the lucky winner. So sign up, sign up, sign up. And that's how you can get into the $400 giveaway. There's no gotchas or anything like that. Just be a Goonie. Just be a good gosh darn Goonie. What is this one? All right. I guess a lot of people are posting upside down flags. Where are we? I'm excited for today. Let's see how things really get ripping. How much time? How much time do we have left? Okay, 3 minutes. Just under 3 minutes. Is this set up and ready to go? I believe so. All right, we're going to trade some of those. These accounts are already good. There's one account that's going to go hog wild. I did do something very, very degenerate. And it's going to be this account right here. 260 is the hardcore degenerate account. I think. Did I lose it? Uh-oh. My Ninja Trader's spinning and the market's opening in... Well, that can't be good. Uh-oh. My Ninja Trader is not responding. Wait for it to... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Do I shut it down? I don't know what to do. Shit, I'm running low on time. It's just frozen. It's frozen, brother. All right, let's just kill all of it. Workspace. Save as XYZ. Okay. Oh, wait, now we're good. Now it's back. It's doing something. What do I do? I'm nervous. Okay. Yeah, no, it does look like Rhythmic's issues from yesterday are persisting because this data feed stuff is getting wild. All right, these are all still on, right? Okay, they are still on. You guys are going to be so embarrassed when I'm right about market open and you're wrong. I better be seeing some apologies when you guys see how much money this makes me. There better be some apologies flying in here. Okay, the one that's going to go crazy is right here. 260. 260 is the one that I think is going to go hog wild. So let's set that up on the big screen. I think this is one. Dude, I'm actually kind of nervous because I did not do any testing of this whatsoever. We got some serious money on the line. The market's about to open. Craziness is about to ensue. We got the inflation report. Just so much going on. I'm excited. Let's see if we can. What's the Game of Thrones quote? We're like in chaos, like you're climbing up the ladder just because of all the chaos. Let's see. The world's largest casino is opening in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Order submitted. Order submitted.
Best of luck to all. Play responsibly. How are we doing it? How are we doing it? Are we going? We going? All right. Not as much volatility as I anticipated.
Order filled.
Looks like we're going to have similar problems to yesterday with that weird order stuff. Oh, wow. Now this doesn't look right at all. Hello? All right. The chart just frozen. Dude, these companies are having legitimate problems right here. What's going on? This data feed is just screwed.
Order filled.
I don't know what's happening. All right, hang on. Data's coming back. We're live. I think we're live. All I know is now I'm somehow down hundreds of dollars. The only thing I'm very, very sure about is the fact that I'm down to hundreds of dollars currently. 260. Is it supposed to be long here? Is it supposed to be short here? I can't tell because we have weird canceled orders, which don't necessarily seem like the right thing. But maybe we'll get lucky. All right. How's this market open? Almost got the downside gap fill. DJT taking a hit out of the gate. Alta taking a hit out of the gate. Let me see these other positions. Alta is crushing it. All right, let me take the money off the table on my Alta play. That's a 95% return. I'm getting crushed on Delta across the board. That's not pretty. Bonds are kind of screwing me a little bit. Boeing's looking fine, and coins looking fine. Oh, man. Oh, brother. Oh, brother, oh, brother, oh, brother. Is this about to hit? What positions am I in right now? What positions am I in? I don't think this is supposed to be long at the moment. Should I just close this and try to get lucky, or do we think this is gonna... Oh, this is definitely delayed, isn't it? No, that's actually right. I'm trying to figure out if I have delayed data or if the data I'm getting, DJT getting hit. I'm pretty sure this strategy should be short right now. All right, I'll admit it. I'll be the bigger person.
Order filled.
Oh, shit. All right, we're turning this back on. Everything is on, and I think I'm good to go. I'm not 100% positive, but I think I'm good to go on this. None of it's making sense to me whatsoever. Just want to clarify on that one. I think the code itself even got a little bit confused out of the gate, but it's all right. The fun thing about getting yourself into a hole this early in the day is you have so much more time to get yourself out of said hole. What? Unable to cancel out live orders. Okay. Well, how about figure it out? Dude, it's something with these live orders. So it's working when it's working as expected in the playback, but when it goes to the live situation, something is going wonky. And I don't get it. I don't get it whatsoever. I guess we'll see how it goes. Market is actually giving back these gains pretty rapidly. Where we already got we hit the close value yesterday on the Qs. We opened above it a little bit. The SPY has a bit more to go, but I am interested to see how DJT goes. People were saying that Bitcoin popped a little bit. Unable to cancel out live orders. Well, that's bullshit. What does that even mean? What is that order? Orders. Is this just... how do you take care of this? It's not that hard. Just trade how you're supposed to trade. This isn't freaking rocket science. Where are the live orders? State unknown. Dude, Rhythmic is definitely having some issues right now. I don't understand what's happening with this one. I feel like it actually should be crushing it right about now. And it's not. Like, at all. In fact, unable to cancel out live orders strategy. All right, so I guess it's just not going to let me trade that today. I'm just getting the weirdest issue related to this. Oh, that's bullshit. That's bullshit. All right. Well, I guess if that's not going to happen, I could try to manually trade it, but that seems like a big pain in the ass. And I might be slow on the draw. And we're already bouncing back. I would love for Dell to bounce back and not it's getting hit even more. It's now down 17%. What in the world is going on? What is happening today? What is this malarkey?
Order filled.
What in the world is this malarkey? It feels, if you ask me, there's large signs of tomfoolery going on right about now. Large time premium is cheap today on the S&P 500. Options are picking up beautifully. From 9:34 to about 9:37, past couple minutes, options are popping. What is it? It's people buying calls. Mainly 0 DTE calls. There are some further dated ones, but puts aren't doing anything. Call buyers are stepping in. It'll be interesting to see how this really plays out. It'll be interesting. Bitcoin bouncing a little bit. DJT getting smoked out of the gate. I really thought this thing might have been ripping it today. What are the big movers right now that you guys are... Oh, Nvidia's up again. Is Nvidia allowed to have a red day? Or is that just... They outlawed it. They're like, nah, man, you're not allowed to go down every single day. No, like you just can only buy Nvidia. You're never allowed to sell it. It's the Pelosi crime. All right, you guys actually had quite a few more call-ins. I don't want to forget it. Okay, I guess we have a lot of people who don't know how.
Hey, man, how's it going? Hope you're having a great day. Happy Friday. I was just wondering, do you think they're going to have the debate in prison, or do you think they're going to let him out on leave for that one?
That's a good question. I hope it's in prison. It could be a cool backdrop.
Hey, Mark. Bye, Mark.
Thank you.
You know, hey, Matt, I just got the call number. Hey, I love your show. It's incredible. It's fun. A lot of it is Chinese. I'm learning a lot. But it's really sad that you can't really be honest about anything anymore because things like this happen. It's crazy. The whole world is corrupt. And when some of us actually try to get out of it, it just doesn't work. It sucks, man. It's like everywhere you go, it's a losing battle. Look, I'm not saying we have to stop making money. I'm just saying it's unfair because the game is rigged.
The game's rigged. I'm not really sure what game you're referring to, but I'm on your side.
Target filled.
Wait, we're going?
Target filled. Order submitted.
Mom? Mom?
Target filled.
What's happening? Hello?
Target filled.
Mother? Well, it seems like some money was made, and it seems like even more money is going to be made if this keeps going. We doing it? Are we doing this thing? So some of it was locked in, but then it looked like some of these might have been a bit more greedy. All right, interesting. Let's hope that this can keep going for me. I'm on 248. If I'm being honest, I don't even know what strategy this really is at the moment. Come on, just keep ripping for me. Just keep ripping. All right, someone called in. No voicemail. A little creepy.
I love the idiots that say this makes America look bad. Doesn't make it look any worse than electing this dumbass.
Wait, which dumbass? Like when we're talking about dumbasses that are getting elected, I think you need to clarify which one. I don't know which one. We're that honestly could split either way if we're being honest here. Yeah, I feel. Which one are you more angry about? It feels like you're talking about Trump on that one, but I'm not 100%.
I love the idiots that say this makes America look bad. Doesn't make it look any worse than electing this dumbass.
I don't know. Yeah, I think that could split either way. Doesn't make America look bad. So you could be talking about. I don't know. It honestly, that commentary could have fairly split either way, and I would love to know which one. Very much like to be on the no on that one. Are we coming back? All right, I'm trying to lock in some of these tendies right here. Trying to lock in some of these tendies. Let's keep going. I wonder. That it really could have split. Keep going. Was I wrong about the first minute? 100%. But was I right about it eventually being bullish?
Filled.
There we go. There's some money. Don't double top me. Don't double top me, brother. Go, 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 go. So if you're new to the show, generally we do some super degenerate trades as you see before you right now at market open on the futures market. Then from there past 10 a.m., that's when I start to do degenerate options trades. I like to let the options market just cook a little bit, but I would also feel a lot more comfortable if these could just freaking lock it in. If these could just freaking lock it in. There we go. There we go. Yes, no, maybe so. Are we going to go for it? All right, we got some locked in. Not all, though. Looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 trades still need to be concluded here. 4 of them are actively live. As you can see, it was just shy of hitting its target. And another one, 206, has just literally refused to trade today. But it's still there. It's still doing its thing. It's still vibing. which I think vibing counts for sure. All right, SPY doing its thing. The Q's doing its thing. Kind of. Don't forget there is an announcement at 9:45. 9:45. Definitely 9:45. I think it's the Chicago PMI is what's coming out in literally right now. Which way did we go? Which way we breaking, brother? Which way we breaking? I guess to the downside, which is not good for 4 of my positions. Not good for 4 of these positions. 242, 242. What is this based off of? I think today's trading has prompted me to have more questions than I do answers. All right, well, here's to hoping it at least goes a little... Dude, it really did not like that 945. Jesus. Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. What in tarnation? Are we going to come back? So price dipped, but options didn't. I think this is a fake out. Yeah, options are still looking good. Options don't care at all about this dip. So I wouldn't be chasing this to the downside. I think we come right back. Folks, very quick reminder, pinned to the top of chat in the description of the video is how you can enter for a $400 giveaway for today. $400 for today. Dude, why are you guys talking? Because this is just like cutting in and out. Hang on. I think I might have misconnected. This is a new mic stand. Hang on one quick second because I think I might have like screwed something up. Hang on.
Order submitted. Target filled. Order filled. Order filled.
Figured it out. Wrong chord the whole time. Figured it out. My bad. But I did hear that some of this stuff went wild. Ooh, stop loss hit. You never want to see that. But the other ones hit. So those, well, that one was stupid. 42, 44, 42 and 44. 42 and 44. Are we bouncing back from here? Price is coming now. Options have now flattened out. There is a hedge wall at 5,260. Hang on one second. 5-minute green, 10-minute green, but like kind of whippy. 30-minute trying to push higher. 5-minute, questionable. Let's see. The market tried to revert this medium-term 30-minute trend on the SPY and the Qs. The SPY's looking a bit stronger. The Qs looking a little bit dubious about it. Looking a little bit dubious. How bad's Dell? Dude, Dell is getting annihilated. How's that happening to old Dell? How am I getting screwed on the Dell here? I'm MAGA now. the news converted you to being MAGA, is what you're saying? Like you weren't that beforehand, but now you are? Uh-oh. Is this just that fake out push and we're about to get murked? Closely watching these options. If this starts to tilt hard, we actually might be reverting completely the other way today. Hang on. Yeah, I mean, we're pretty much, the market tried to expand to the upside and just no one agreed with it, apparently, and we got smacked right back down to the opening value. Right now, I'd be a bit hesitant there, team. Options are starting to tilt. Be careful. Be careful there, Tonto. Be careful. What are we at? Ooh, we're dipping. We're dipping. Going for a 2-day streak of hot takes coming true in 10 minutes. It will be 10. Joe, I know you're on a hot streak, but that's a bold statement. You think in 10 minutes it'll be 10 a.m. ET? Matt, do you think that DJT will recover even with the news? Longtime listener of your channel. Thanks for the channel. Recover? From what point? DJT's up. Are you saying from the opening trades? I mean, short-term predictions like that are useless. Like, it's just whatever. You're going to be right half the time. But I guess I just don't know what time frame you're looking on. Don't know what time frame you're specifically looking on because it's up. So I assume you're just literally talking in the short term. So if you're asking me what's DJT going to do today, no one knows. That's not what people think. I'm not talking about investing. I'm talking about trading, active trading, really like short-term stuff, whether day trading or short-term swing trading. It's not a game of prediction. It's a game of reaction. It's just like a game of odds of just like, okay, this situation has this odds. Here's the expected value. Should you take the trade? Yes or no? Are you accepting the risk? That's what it is. It's not a game of, I think this is going up. I think this is going down. That's, in my humble opinion, not the right way to trade. And people who trade that way generally don't last in the game of trading for that long. The Qs and the SPY are both kind of in a danger level. So the SPY hasn't really broken down yet, but the Qs tried to break out and they're getting smacked hard. So tech definitely showing some legitimate weakness. Legitimate weakness. All right, folks, we're about a little over the half hour out from doing the payday Friday giveaway. Almost 100 of you have entered. Let's see if we can hit 150. 150. All you have to do is drop your name. Please don't do duplicate entries. If we see you did a duplicate entry, you're just basically not going to be the winner. So just, I don't know, don't do that. But sign up. We're just celebrating the fact that we hit 400K on YouTube. And as a thank you, I wanted to give away $400 to one lucky winner. So if you want to be entered into this potential giveaway, all you have to do is drop your name in here and give me a way to contact you. So I can be like, hey, do you want a Texas Roadhouse gift card? Do you want a PayPal? Do you want me to send it to you in rubles? So lots of options. Ooh, I'm seeing some good news. Someone saying Texas Roadhouse hit a new it did. Look at that beauty. Well, would you look at that, Clark? Well, would you look at that? That's a beauty. That's a good old-fashioned beauty right there. That's a chart. When you guys think a stock chart, you better be thinking of this, because when people say, "Oh, just name something beautiful," this is what artists were attempting to create when they were really pushing the forefronts of art to the next level. Every artist was after this depiction right here, and it's beautiful. If I were a lesser man, there would be tears in my eyes. Instead, there's just tears in my soul for the pure beauty of Texas Roadhouse. Fundamentally, why do you think Texas Roadhouse is doing so well? Just, it's that insanely popular. There's a random ass Texas Roadhouse. There's none really in New York City. The closest one is out in Teterboro, which is, for those of you who don't know the geography of the area, it's not close. It's far away. I called like 2 weeks ago and there was an hour and a half wait. It's just massively popular. Just people are going. They just love their Texas Roadhouse. And it makes sense why they love it. I mean, It's just the embodiment of the American dream. It's just truly it's what America's all about. Oh, brother. All right. The Qs are going to their low from yesterday. The SPY. Actually, can I play this right now? Should I play this right now? Do you think we're going to hit this value? Because if so, I might have to do something fast. Today's the 31st. Nope. I think I might have missed it. Nope. I got it. I'm in the scalp trade. Let it be known, hear ye, hear ye. I am in the scalp trade. Oh, brother. All right, here, I'm just screenshotting this for the Discord quick so they can see what I'm up to. But basically, I'm just playing the SPY down to 522.63. Downloads. Okay. Where is the stream? Where is the Discord? Where is Thick Trades? Yeah, we have a place called Thick Trades in the Discord. Uh, 522.63. Basically, I'm looking for the SPY to hit this level. I'm seeing that the Qs are weak. Maybe this is the bottom of the day, but I'm seeing a little bit of weakness in the options. And I also statistically know the chance of hitting the previous day's closing value is extraordinarily high. So basically, I'm just playing the odds of the situation that not every time, but a high amount of the time, you commonly hit the previous day's close. And by the time this hits the previous day's close, I should be able to realize the profits from my scalp. How did I enter again? It's all in the Discord. But this is what I'm playing right here. I'm playing the SPY down to 522.63 at some point today. The only thing that would screw me is, it's one thing if the options go up. It's a completely different thing if it rips, if the notional delta goes to a whole new high, then I might be in trouble. But we'll see. I think patience will pay. I hope patience will pay. Well, today we played against each other, made the best man win. Wait, what did you play? I'm not bullish or bearish. I'm just saying I think at some point today we hit 522.63. At this point, since I don't really have anything else on, I don't really care if we bounce from there or crater from there. All I'm saying is, I think we hit that level at least at some point. I'm not really saying a bearish day. I'm not really saying a bullish day. I just think we hit 522.63. And I think if it does hit, I'll be able to make a quick $500 off of it. And that's what I want to do, is I want to make $500 so I can pay off my bar tab tonight. It's not really a big brain call out or anything like that, but it's just what I'm doing. So some of those Apex accounts are looking rough. I'm trying to get out of some of these. Yeah, I'm getting screwed by Dell. Oh, even alt is dropping a lot, real quick. All right, I guess I should set an alert there just so I know to take it off in case my profit target isn't hit, but we're hitting the key level I care about. All right, so we did that. Market popped, market dropped. Market popped, market dropped. Let's see how this all ends up playing out. Going to the 3-minute. DJT fell. Now it's doing nothing. It's going flat. What else is, what are the movers of the day? Tesla is pushing 180 again. It's the third time the charm. Coin going up. Nvidia green on the day, but not really moving. ETH is up 1%, trading just below 3,800. Solana is slightly green on the day, trading at 167. TLT did make it back into the region of above 90. Texas Roadhouse TXRH did hit a new all-time high. Boeing trading at 173. Delta. Ugh. Alta gapped up on its earnings, but given quite a bit of it back. Interesting. All right. Will I be able to make my money? Did I put the order in to make the money? That's a better question. Did I put the order in? Because it looks like we're about to go there. Orders. Okay, the order is in. I didn't mess that up. Now let's just pray that this is enough. I'm playing it. Come on. Just tag it. Just tag it. Let's see. I just want to hear that ding in my headphones. That means my order got filled. Qs are vomiting. Did it hit? Not yet. I have an order. It's trading at $2 and I have an order in at 190. I need it to just drop a little bit more. Just do it, man. Just do it. You're going to hear a ding if I get my fill. Oh, it flashed quick, but I didn't get my fill. It's trading at 2. It's trading at 190 is the bid. Come on, give me my fill. Uh-oh. I'm a little bit nervous because I'm not getting my fill even though it hit my targeted level. The mid's 2. The mid flash 190. The mid's 205. 195. 2. I need it at 190. Come on, come down. 195. 2. 195. 1 2 2. Dude, seriously, on that, it didn't give me the fill? Am I taking crazy pills? How did I not? Well, that's not good. That's... I really needed that to like be enough to get my fill, and it just... I guess I was off by 10 cents. I was doing some crude math to think that come on, another push. Maybe I just need one more push. I need it at $1.90 and it's trading at 2.10. I guess it just needs to make a fresh low here. But if people are buying the bottom of this first half-hour bar, I might get screwed. It was so close. I could taste it. It was in my hands, man. It was in my hands. 220, 215, 225, 205, 210, 215, 210. Maybe just add a site, add a mine. Maybe like we just need to do something else. Can I please take phone calls? Yeah, let's do phone calls because maybe phone calls will be bringing me the luck that I need. Very quickly, before we do phone calls, we're doing Payday Friday in less than 30 minutes. Folks, sign up. It is pinned to the top of chat, is in the description of the video. You can sign up for free if you use the promo code Goonie. And as you can see, 114 people have already entered. We're doing a $400 giveaway momentarily. All right, let me get this back up.
Yo, Matt Kohrs, what's going on, my brother? Day 5 of the carnivore diet here, trying to get back to my Marine Corps fit body shape. Just wanted to say, Trump 2024, we got to bring our Texas Roadhouse rolls and meat prices down a little bit. Love you, brother. Much love.
Oh, that's so kind. That's so kind.
Hey, Matt, I don't know about you, but I think Trump is innocent. Yeah, this is all. They're trying to get him locked up so that America thinks he's a crook before the elections. Who's the real crook? This is all going to come out later. Watch and see. Yesterday was the darkest day in American history. End of story.
I could think of some worse days in American history for sure. Is he innocent or guilty? So I guess I didn't really talk about that part of, is he rightfully innocent or guilty, when I just don't know. Like, you not only have to have an understanding of the law, but then an understanding of the specifics of what he did or didn't do. So that one's a tough call because, like, I guess it's just not my field of expertise. I'm much more interested, or I guess knowledgeable, about the country, the society, social media, and media's reaction to what's going on, not like the specific nuances of, is he, from a legal perspective, guilty or not. I guess from the perspective of justice, he is guilty because apparently the jury decided that. But like, then even at that point, I'm hesitant to say it because people are very quickly to point out that it's not like it was unanimous. The way that Judge Merchan like told people to do it, like the underlying crime wasn't really defined. Like, it's just so weird. So in terms of like just the argument of, is he truly innocent or guilty? I don't know. I'm not a lawyer. I don't know the specific laws. And I also don't know the exact specifics of like what the two sides were presenting.
Add Trump and Biden to the marble race. If Trump wins, double the amount and run it again. Biden wins, universal basic income, everyone gets $5.
Well, that doesn't make, no matter what, then that's not fun for me. There's only risk there. You're presenting two sides of risk to me. You need to present a more fun game.
Hey, Mark. Just calling you. Wanted to see you could do something about making FFIE go up to $7 today.
FFIE is trash.
Great. Yeah, just see what you could do. I don't know.
It's
Maybe
absolute
some
trash.
magnets or something.
No.
Magnets always help. All right, Duck Boy. Later.
FFIE is like truly trash. I don't know why people are always getting tricked. This is not coming. If you bought in this region on FFIE, you're not completely screwed, but you're pretty close to being completely screwed. It's just a trash penny stock company. And similar to AMC and GME, when I was telling everyone, hey, ride the wave as long as the wave is intact. Clearly the wave is no longer intact on any of these at all. Like, these are active trades. They are not investments that you just like hold and hope for the best. Like, they're just getting completely destroyed because they're trash. And I think a lot of people, by the time they sign up and join in on like the fight or something, they're the ones that are way too late to the party. So they're just getting horrible averages. And then when the bottom inevitably falls off, they have the farthest to fall. And it's a sad thing, but we're seeing it all the time.
Hey, man. So Pat Gelsinger of Intel was just running the company dry. He's siphoning the money to put into one of his ventures called Mobileye, and that thing is getting wrecked by the Palestine Solidarity Fund, trying to divest from everything, and they're really screwed right now. Why not talk about shorting that company? All right, take care.
The reason I don't talk about it is because I have no clue if what you're saying is like accurate whatsoever. Similar to the world, a lot of people just come up with like crazy conspiracies, but you said they're siphoning money from one company to another. I mean, that sounds super, super illegal. I'm not even 100% sure what you're referring to, though. So the reason I don't talk about shorting it is because the narrative you just pitched, I don't know if it's right or not.
I want to be the next president.
Dude, who are the people that call into this show?
Matt, appreciate you, buddy. Made a good bit of money over the years with you.
Hell yeah,
and,
brother.
On current track, man, if I keep doing what I'm doing, what I'm learning from you, can make some life-changing money over the next few years. So, man, I appreciate you. Keep doing what you're doing. Goonie community, appreciate you. Moon Gang and FJB.
FJB. FJB. That is a fun way to say it. It just has a certain ring to it. What time is it? 10:10, folks. It is 10:10. Need a parachute all downhill from now. What, the country or the stock market? Or both? The country, the stock market, or both? All right, actually, let me set up breakdown alerts because I don't want to miss anything for you folks. I don't want to miss anything. We have this. All right. The alerts are set up for the breakout and the breakdown on the current day's range. We're about what? I guess it's today's 40-minute range. 40-minute DJT. Is anything like moving right now? Apple's moving. Apple's catching a bit of a bid. Alta's not really doing anything. Okay. Nvidia, not much. Coin, not much. Netflix is actually getting hit. Meta's getting hit. Tesla's having a good day. DJT's flat. Rum is dipping. Microsoft is dipped and then flat. Apple's looking good. Amazon's dipping. GameStop's dipping. AMC's dipping. Oil's dipping. Gold's dipping. Texas Roadhouse is now dipping after hitting a new high. TLT's going up. Bonds are going up. Boeing's kind of flat. Delta's getting murdered. Alta did have a good earning. It's still green, but it gave quite a bit of that back. The SPY, all of a sudden volatility. How do I search for the Goonie Discord? You look at what's pinned to the top of chat. As a general statement, anything I'm ever talking about or using or anything like that, just check the description of the video. The team is very, very diligent of putting all the software and the tools and the community links all in the description of the video. So if there's ever anything you're like, oh, I'm wondering what he's using, I'm wondering what he's talking about, there's a high chance that it's already in the description of the video. Matt, poke Alta with a stick. Well, I was up quite a bit and it was trading at like literally nothing. And I tried to take my money out and it just wouldn't let me. It wouldn't let me. And I am getting destroyed on Dell. My Alta's coming back. I'm up about 800 in that. Dude, Dell is costing me a pretty penny for sure. Dell is definitely costing me a pretty penny. Come on. One more. If we just make a new fresh low, I should be good. I should be good. Okay, I'm just getting ready for this. Very quickly checking in on options are not looking the best there, team. Not looking the best. Apple's having a decent day. What was the other one? Tesla. Apple and Tesla are having decent days, and they're not even looking that impressive. That's just like how bad everything. All right, please give me my money. Where's the ding? Was that it? $500 locked in. Bada bing, bada boom. The scalp just hit on that. I guess enough of theta decay played itself out. Yep, completely filled, locked in. Scalp play done for the options at least. So that's nice. Offsetting some of my Dell losses there, but yeah, we're starting to go. Piper just fired. Piper, if you're in the Discord, I just put the Piper signal in there. It's a mismatch between strength today, just to clarify to everyone. My producer's texting me. He's yelling at me. Dude, everything's across the board. Can I show the orders? Yeah. How do I get to my today's filled? What is today's date? The 31st. Right here. You guys want proof? SPX. I sold 10 at 240 at 955.40. Then at 10:12, so 17 minutes later, I bought 10 back at 190. The difference is 50 cents. I had 10 of them, i.e. $500. Bada bing, bada boom. And then I have a lot of open positions right now that I'm just managing. I've sold a lot of premium. But that scalp play, like I said, like of targeting this individual level, I don't like those are the types of things that we commonly discuss in the Discord. I know there's many trading Discords where people are like, oh, I just have a good feeling about this. Oh, this looks strong. Oh, this looks weak. Oh, like, how do we think they're like? That's not really how we run the Discord. The Discord is very much just math based. Of we do a bunch of research, we talk about the research. There's lectures, and all the lectures are recorded if you can't make it. But generally, we do a lecture every single week, and it's just the odds and the facts of the market. So when we get into certain situations, if the odds are favorable or not. So for example, when the market pumped, that whole time I was thinking, okay, it's a high odds play for it to come back, so I need to wait for a little bit of weakness. All of a sudden, after the Chicago CMI report, we saw a bit of weakness. So I said, okay, great. This is where I'm going to enter. I got in at whatever in here. I was playing it to the level I wanted, and it paid $500. You can get all that information for free. So not only the giveaway, but wherever the other link is, it's this link. The first month is 100% free. And then after that, it's $500 for the year, $50 for the month. But my whole argument is that in 1 month of free membership, you're going to probably be able to make enough to pay for the entire year. And the proof is you saw this trade 100% in real time. You saw exactly when I executed it. You saw exactly when I took the money. You saw exactly my reasoning. And you also knew that it wasn't just all I'm just feeling this way. Like, I could tell you the exact odds of that playing out, and it just happened to play out, and I made money and it paid. So right there in one trade, all done in real time, that the Discord had full access to. And also I just posted another one in there. They just paid for the entire year, literally for the entire year. That easy. Easy peasy lemon squeezies. So I could do that if I had drive and smarts, or just absurd amount of luck. An absurd amount of luck would also work. Luck, don't forget how good luck can be. What is this? Breaking the number of new single-family houses for sale has surged to 480,000 in April. This came after new home sales were down 7.7% year over year last month, the largest drop in over a year. Excluding the 08-09 housing crisis, this is by far the largest supply of new homes in U.S. history. Notably, the number of new homes on the market has more than tripled in 12 years. Meanwhile, the median price of a new home is at $433,000 and remains near record highs. New homes are becoming the only option for buyers. So new homes are surging like no other. Oh, interesante, mi amigo. Also on that note, check this out. U.S. housing has become the most expensive in history. The median sale price of houses sold in the U.S. hit another all-time high, just below $400,000. Prices increased 4% year over year and exceeded the June 2023 record, when everyone was getting stimulus checks and there was quantitative easing and all that craziness. Since 2021, the median home sale price have spiked 17%. Meanwhile, 30% of homes are still selling above their list price. Wow. Housing prices are ripping, and are showing no signs of slowing down even in this crazy environment. It is now more affordable to rent than own a home in the U.S. I know many of you already thought that, but now we have the numbers to actually back it up. Homeowners are now spending 35% of household income on housing costs, including mortgages, taxes, and insurance. On the other hand, renters are spend 29% of their income on the rent on average. So even though on a relative basis that's better, please understand that relative to history, these numbers are both inflated. If you rewind a couple of decades, most people were spending about 18 to 20% of their income on housing related costs. Now, obviously, it's borderline doubled. In Q1 of 2024, homeowner expenses on median price houses accounted for 32% of the average national wage. This is near record levels since the 08 financial crisis. In general, it is now cheaper to rent an apartment than own a typical home in all but one of 35 major metros in the U.S. Owning a home is a luxury. You know who it isn't a luxury for, though? Are politicians. Pelosi and McConnell had a total net worth of $4.4 million when they got into office, which, especially given the time and just the nominal amount of money, that's a good amount of money. So they weren't poor to begin with, but please understand that in their career of being a politician, when maybe their average salary averaged out roughly $200K, they somehow in total went from $4.4 million to an incredible $360 million. What? How? That math ain't mathin', because something else must be going on behind the scenes, because your salary does not account for this gigantic explosion in wealth. And I'm saying that a little bit tongue-in-cheek because I think we all know what is going on. Relative to today or yesterday, politician net worth update as of, I guess, concluding the month of May. Tough day in the market for Pelosi. We estimate that she lost $2.1 million. Folks, hold the freaking phone. I didn't know Pelosi was allowed to lose money in the stock market. Honestly, gun to my head, I might have even thought it was illegal for her. I thought she maybe even made a law that she's not allowed to lose money. But apparently, even the GOAT of Wall Street herself can have some red days. They apparently can have some. Shocking across the board. I guess Rick Scott's the only one who actually survived the conclusion of the month. But Pelosi down $2 million. Down $2 million. Don't worry, she'll make it back in the next couple trading days if I had to guess. She always makes it back. Don't you guys worry. She'll make that $2 million back like it's nothing. Like it's freaking nothing. 5 minute on the S&P 500 breaking down, going red. 10 minute breaking down, about to go red. 30 minute breakout, failed. 5 minute on the NQs going red. 10 minute breaking down, going red. 30 minute breakout, failed. 5, 10, 30. 5, 10, 30 on the S&P and the NASDAQ. In terms of price action, currently snapshot of what's happening, clearly favoring the bears a little bit. If you look at options have been selling off ever since 946. So basically things were bullish up until that Chicago PMI report came out at 945. And ever since then, we're seeing the market getting driven lower by what's happening with options. Please be aware that there is kind of a measured move expectation from spot gamma all the way down here at 5,214 on SPX. Something to probably pay attention to. Folks, pinned to the top of chats for the Discord. Everyone should sign up. This is all via locals. When you sign up, it will be free if you use the code Goonie. Make sure this is applied. Double check when you're checking out. And then the first thing you're going to see in the Goonie community, well, you could get into the Discord by clicking this giant Discord button here, or you could scroll down and read all the information in the third post. But the very first pinned post, let me actually unpin this one. We don't need that one anymore. The week's pretty much over. The first pin post is the $400 giveaway that we are going to be doing in 8 minutes. 8 minutes. You have 8 minutes to sign up for locals, aka Discord and everything else there. But the first thing you should do after signing up is come to the first pin post, find the Payday Friday $400 giveaway, and we're going to be doing that soon. It looks like 124 of you have already figured this out. We are going to be picking some lucky competitors for sure. And one of them, the fastest of them all, will be getting $400. $400. As the market is getting marked, I say, marked. All right, let me clean up these charts a little bit. We don't need so much craziness. Apple giving it back. How are bonds looking? Bonds are going up. How's the dollar looking? The dollar did drop, but now it's kind of confused. Sexually, it's confused. It doesn't know what's going on. That's a lot of red. I'm seeing a lot of red on the scoreboard, team. I guess this is telling a slightly different story. This is also slightly delayed. It looks like the energy sector is having a somewhat decent day. Let's go through the sectors to figure out what's happening. Let's go through the sectors. All right. Energy is XLE. XLE is having a good day. Financials is XLF. It did have a decent start and then it dropped, maybe recovering. Technology is XLK. XLK is getting its teeth kicked in right now. Tech is definitely dragging the market down. Tech is definitely 100% dragging the market down right now. That's tech for you. What else do we have? What else? Utilities. Did pop, gave it back. Industrials, same thing, did pop, gave it back. Healthcare is XLV, popping and going. So tech particularly weak. A lot of these other sectors kind of just chopping, and then some of them are actually looking pretty decent. But if you want to know why things are really going down in the overall market, it's because of the disproportionate weighting of these large tech companies. So you see XLK getting cratered, which means the Qs are getting cratered, and it's actually getting hit so bad that it's actually dragging the SPY down, even though some of these other ones are looking decent. But I mean, coins getting hit by 3%. There's nothing, I mean, Apple's slightly green, but it's a bloody mess right now. A bloody mess right now. All right, 5 minutes so we do the giveaway. Pinned to the top of chat is you have 5 minutes to figure out how to sign up. I am telling you, make sure the promo code is appropriately applied. If it's not, you're going to get mad and be like, oh, what are you talking about? Like, why didn't it apply? And I'm going to ask you. And you're going to be like, yeah, I checked it out. And then we're going to look into it, and we're going to realize it wasn't there. And then we're going to have to figure out the process of a refund. It's just a pain in the ass. So just double check. Just save yourself time, save me time. Just make sure it's actually there. Like everyone's life will be much, much easier. Dude, Dell is getting murdered. Alta literally just gave all that back. Alta went up and then straight back down to where it was. Wild. Be careful about a potential reversion right here. We're pretty much at the implied one-day move low, 5,215 on the SPX, and that's pretty much what we just hit. We hit 17. So there might be some buyers stepping in here. We might have a little bit of a mean reversion. Coin is vomiting right now. Coin is vomiting. What else is moving, folks? Nvidia is vomiting. Holy crap. Is this even allowed? Is this allowed, team? Nvidia giving ground. It very much is. Matt, you killed my Tesla play. I will never forgive you. Wait, what was your Tesla play and how did I kill it? I didn't know I had that power. But I'm stoked about it. I'm stoked. Matt, why are bond yields and the SPY both going down at the same time? I thought they were inversely correlated. They are. But remember, there's a measurement of the strength of correlation, and the strength of correlation isn't that high. So some days you have like errant days where they do both go in the same direction. The correlation is more of just like what is the general trend, not like what's going on from minute to minute. My gut reaction is if there's a red wave in November, the foreclosures will be epic starting in 2025. This sideline in 2022 will have an entry point if they can keep jobs. Why do you think a red wave would cause house foreclosures? What's the connection there? Matt, you killed my testicles and I'll never forgive you. I'll never forgive me either. Matt, you killed my testicle? Why did two people, did I say something? Just made another 500 on CVS calls. Congrats, dude. That's gnarly. How do we upgrade? How do we get public to upgrade our trading levels? Not allowing me. There's like an upgrade thing you can email. Ask, request for an upgrade. A little bit of a bounce coming in pretty much at this predicted one-day low. Options are coming in as well. I need a bit of a bounce so I could do my main play on the day. I don't want to chase this to the downside, but it doesn't really matter because we're going to be doing the giveaway anyway. So folks, here's how it's going to go down. We are doing a Payday Friday giveaway. 130 of you have figured out how to sign up, and one of you is going to be a lucky winner. So here's what's going on. We're going to need 5 competitors, not 1, not 2, not 3, but 5 different competitors. 1 will be selected from YouTube, 1 will be selected from Rumble, and 3 will be selected right here from Locals. Those will be our 5 competitors. Those 5 competitors are going to pick the fastest marble they could possibly find, and then with that fast marble, we're going to race them. The winner of said race will be the winner of the $400. Now, we're going to go through this. We're going to pick the 5 pretty much as quickly as we can. I'll do Locals last so you have more time to sign up. So we're going to kick things off with selecting our competitor from YouTube. We are going to kick things off by selecting our competitor from YouTube. And this is how we're going to have to do it if I ever can log in. Timers, where's the giveaways? Giveaways. Okay. So Mods can compete. I'll let anyone do this. Random number. So this is what it's going to be. It's going to be a random number between 0 and 100. All you have to do is type in the number. So the first person who types in and like hits enter on the right number, you're going to be the winner. Obviously, I'm going to have to take this off screen so you can't see the number. It's going to be a random one. But it's going to be able to monitor you if it sees that you're in here. So just to get into the queue that it's like looking at what you're typing, just say something random right now, like anything. Just say whatever you want. Say whatever you want. Tell me the name of your pet or whatever, and then that'll load it up. So see how all these eligible users are jumping up right now? 34. All right, you guys are ripping it. Good, 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 good. So as soon as I see this hit 100, I'm going to roll it. And it's going to be a random number from 0 to 100. The first person who gets it will be the competitor. 79, as soon as we get to 100, 82, keep it ripping, keep it ripping. 86, 87, 13. All right, we need 11 more people, 10 more people, 10 more people who haven't commented yet. Yep, 6, let's go. Yep, keep it ripping, keep it ripping. 97, there we go. Okay, I am going to be hitting this button in 3, 2, 1. The number's up. Number's up. First one to guess it wins. First one to guess it wins. No one's gotten it. What's it going to be? Who can type faster? Who could type faster? Uh-oh, dude, a lot of people. I'm seeing close numbers, like one away. All right, we got him. The answer was 49. Teddy. YouTube. Teddy. Good stuff, Teddy. Teddy, can you comment your Instagram or your Twitter or something just so we can get the information from you of like if you're the winner to reach out? Teddy, could you just type in, like I said, your Instagram, your Twitter? Twitter's probably the easiest, your Discord, just a way that we could DM you if you are the ultimate winner. Let us know, Teddy. Let us know. Come on, give us away. Go away. Let's see that Twitter. Let's see that Twitter handle. Let's see that Twitter handle. All right, I'll keep that up just in case. All right, the next one is going to be from Rumble. Rumble. Random number generator. All right, we're going to do 1 to 20. 3. 1. 1, 2, 3. Crap face. Literally telling me to not read this. He was the third commenter. It started with crazy, then flummoxed potato. So crap face. Crap face, you are the Rumble competitor. Rumble. Crap face. All right. We know how to get a hold of you. All right. So we have 2 of our 5, which means the final one is right here. How many people do we have? We have 136. So there's 136. 136, oldest. All right. Yeah, I wanted it in order. Okay. I think this is the way I need it. Yeah. Okay. We want it in order. So we need random number generator from first one is 118. Second one is the 136. And the third one is 49. All right, just to show you guys, there's 25 per page. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. So this is number 25. The first one we need is 49. So if we go all the way down, this is number 50, which means John C. John C is 49. So this would be 50. Then we have to go all the way down. This is 75. This is 100 right here. That's 100. All right. 101, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. All right. Gotta love the Goonies. Align Matos. I like that. Matos. All right. This is at the bottom of this page. This is 125. The last one we need is 136, which actually we have 136. So it's literally just the final person. Steve getting in the nick of time. Literally 3 minutes ago. Steve, congrats there. Congrats. So those are our 5 competitors. We have Teddy from YouTube. We have Crapface from Rumble. We have John C., Matos, and Steve, all from Locals. Those are our 5 competitors. It's time to see how fast they are. It is time. Ooh, the marketer's getting hit, folks. Well, hopefully this money helps out someone. All right, let's fire up. What is it on? Is it on Steam? Is that where I have my marbles? Games, library, Elden Ring, marbles, play. All right, we're firing it up. We're getting it ready. Racers, get your headspace right. All right, continue. We're going to race, add names. All right, let's get our, wait. All right, so we have Teddy from YouTube. We have Crapface from Rumble. We have John C. from Locals. We have Matos from Locals. And we have Steve as well. All right, finish. So there's those. Now, we did that. We did this. Which one do you guys want to, which one should we race on today? Do we have any, out of the ones on the screen right now, any strong thoughts on what we could do here? Standard. Wait, really? Why won't it? Here we go. There's a ton that we could do. 3 minutes, a minute. We could do Splash Town. We could do a space one. Which one do you guys want to? Death Alley. What if they all die? Where was Death Alley? Devil's Chaos. You guys want to do Death Alley? All right, Max Racers. 5. All right. All right. Max Racers 5 bots. Let's see if we did this. Let's get ready. Everyone buckle up. All right, let me get ready for all this. Let me make sure we are good to go. Folks, what we have before us today is not a normal day. What we have before us today is an opportunity to witness some of the fastest marble racers on the entire planet. We have Teddy from YouTube, Crapface from Rumble, John, Matos, and Steve, all from Locals. These are not just 5 competitors. These are 5 winners, and they will be laying it all out on the line today in the name of $400. What you're about to see is a no rules race from start to finish where all that matters is winning. As the philosopher Vin Diesel would say, it doesn't matter if you win by an inch or win by a mile, winning is winning, and these folks have a lot to go for. It is not only the glory of victory, but it is also the financial benefit of $400. Gentlemen, start your engines because the race is starting in 3, 2, 1. And they're off. We're going. Ah! All right. Looks like Crapface, Matos falling behind, but Crapface, strong lead. Oh, here we go. Crapface hitting some speedy. Uh-oh. John C. catching up. Steve is also in these weird little red bars. John C. stealing the lead. And can he get the power up? John C. did get the power up, followed by Crapface. Teddy is not far behind. Uh-oh. John C. died. Don't worry about him. We'll give him a funeral later. This is why it's called Death Alley. Crapface, Matos, death. Crapface surviving and getting the second power up. In second place, we currently have Teddy, who's pretty much tied with Steve. Teddy fell into third. Steve's just like chilling. Steve's all the way back here. Steve's having a cup of coffee while Crapface is ripping ahead in the leaderboard. I mean, Crapface, we might have to actually test your marble for steroids after this. Let's see how things go. Whoa, who's coming in so fast? Uh-oh. Whoa. Teddy's still fighting. There's Steve. Who is this random? Wait, that's just a random bot marble? All right, random bot marble is doing super, super well. But Crapface, in terms of our competitors, is leading both Steve and Teddy and hits another power up. But watch out. You never know when you're going to get flung, dude, once again into these jungle gym things. Let's go back. Steve is dead. So we are left to... Actually, interesting. It is now YouTube versus Rumble. The 3 locals competitors have died. They have been murdered. So Teddy is representing YouTube. Crapface is representing Rumble and is in the lead. We are down to the classic battle of the platforms. YouTube versus Rumble. And YouTube just took the lead. Teddy is trying to get out. Is this going to be a last second? No way. Teddy's pulling ahead at the last second, folks. Crapface, what are you doing? What are you doing? They've taken different paths. What's it gonna be? Teddy! Out of nowhere, Teddy claims victory. He was behind the entire race and digs deep to find it. Right at the end. Teddy. Oh, Teddy. Folks. Whew. Last time I sweat this hard, I was watching an episode of Cops. Teddy, we need a way to reach out to you. Teddy, I don't know if you ever gave us your mods. Teddy's in there. Congrats, everyone. Congratulations, Teddy. Love to see it, brother. Good stuff. YouTube supremacy. The old YouTube versus Rumble battle, and YouTube was victorious in that one. Teddy, we gotta get your handle. We gotta get your Twitter, your Instagram, a way to reach out to you so I can send you your moolah today, so you can go, I don't know, take your girlfriend or wife or side piece out this weekend. Teddy, did you get it? Wait, can you post it again? Can you give it to Chaos and Roswell? Just tag Chaos and Roswell so we can get your info again. Wow. Yeah. I want to make sure we can get you your money ASAP so you can have a solid weekend and enjoy that old Texas Roadhouse. What a race. Honestly, you were not far off from the best record ever. You came in at 210. The fastest ever was 207. That was a nail biter. Actually, did I still have up the Nightbot? Because nope, I did shut down that Nightbot thing. I was going to say I could track what in the world's going on. Oh, man. And at least probably some of you are making money on puts. Options coming down. Wow. That was a good one. Oh, Teddy. What a racer. Dude, Crapface, how pissed off are you right now? I am not guilty. The country is in shambles. It feels like you're handling this loss poorly, Crapface. It feels like maybe you're not necessarily being like a good loser in this one. You know, you lost this race. This country's in shambles. This country is in complete shambles. Would you have thought that if you won? Crapface, be honest. Teddy owns you, Crapface. Man, YouTube, they're going to go, the YouTube chat's going into the weekend feeling pretty good about themselves. Wife says, so how's the stock market going? Me, pretty good. Crapface just lost some major ball race. Oh, man. Good stuff, Teddy. What? Didn't we see one of these?
Latin American women in visual culture.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Wait, these Melanie. Are I'm studying the college majors?
Spaces, Eurasian exposure of the queer.
Yeah!
Hey,
I'm Nina, and I studied the arts, education, and social justice.
Yeah!
I'm Joyce. I studied
I think we watched part of this and it still makes me angry. Wow. Just in, the Trump campaign has raised a whopping $34.8 million in small dollar donations after Trump was convicted in NYC. President Trump has raised almost $35 million for small dollar donors. An equally remarkable statistic was the fact that about 30% of donors were brand new donors on the WinRed platform. President Trump and our campaign are immensely grateful for this outpouring of support from patriots across the country. Folks, this is what we were talking about. Whether right or wrong, this trial is basically handing Trump the election. This is nuts. Absolutely nuts. At KS, are you getting... Teddy, I could see your messages. I don't have a Twitter. Here. Wait, Teddy, I could help you out. What do you have? Do you have an Instagram? Do you have a Discord? What social media do you have that we could reach out to you? Thanks, Matt. Subscribe to Spot Cam. Your question for me a couple days ago. Ape Learn Options Market made $4K today. Congratulations, dude. Everyone's making money today. Good stuff. Good stuff. Teddy, what social media, or I guess tell us what's the best way to contact you? What's the best way to contact you? My transgender cat Siamese identifies as black but acts Chinese. What's them talking about? Twitch is reportedly terminating all members of its safety advisory council. What is this one? Bro, these people are fucking nuts. Is there sound? Is there sound on this? No sound, but they're just letting people know. Letting people know. Just in, Joe Biden has secretly given permission to Ukraine to strike inside Russia using American weapons. I'm sure that will end well. I don't see how that one could get messed up. What else do we have? I'm looking if there's any other breaking news we need to get into here. Fun fact, Dr. Michael Burry had a cameo in The Big Short for a brief second working for Scion Capital as an analyst. Oh, that's pretty funny. I never knew that. I'm really excited for Trump being found guilty on administration white-collar crimes because it means now we can charge Obama and Bush for murder and everyone will take it seriously. Interesting. Interesting. All right, what else? Is there anything going down besides the market? What's Megyn Kelly talking about?
It's a before and after moment for America. What just happened today is a line we can't uncross. And these Democrats will rue the day they decided to use lawfare to stop a presidential candidate. I'm not talking about violence. I'm talking about tit for tat. You just wait, and it won't be Hunter Biden the next time. It's going to be Joe Biden. It could potentially still be Barack Obama. It could still potentially be Hillary Clinton. We're going to have to look at what the statutes of limitations are on the various crimes they surely committed. We're going to have to look at passing laws to revive those dead crimes, felonies or misdemeanors, so that those cases can be brought out of time. That's what may be in the interests of justice, just like they did for E. Jean Carroll. With the New York State law that was passed so that she could sue him. That's what happened. Turnabout is fair play. And John Yoo, an amazing lawyer who worked in the Bush administration, Department of Justice, has a great piece out today talking about how that's the only way they'll learn. The only way to save the republic now is to give them a taste of their own medicine. That's it. That's it. They tasted blood today. They're the wolves with the bloody piece of meat in their mouths. That doesn't stop the wolf from coming back for more.
I don't know anything about the E. Jean Carroll thing. Where question for all of you folks, is Trump doing a live conference today in about 10 minutes? Does anyone know? Wait, I want to see the Fox's friends. Yo, how cool would that be? If you get to go out to your back porch and you see a bunch of foxes, that'd be so sick. Does anyone know? Yes, at 11. All right, can someone find a link or tell me where the link is? Like, what would I even... Trump conference? Trump press conference. Is it this? Live updates. Trump to speak to media after guilty verdict in hush money case. I guess this will work. I feel like this might be it. Rumble has it on his Rumble or RSBN. All right, yeah, I'd rather watch it there. Okay. We're good. We got it. I'm curious what's going down. Are we kind of bottoming out? Is this the turn? All right, we just gotta wait. Let's get along here, folks. All right, I'm reading some stuff right here that it should be starting in about 5 minutes. Should be starting in about 5 minutes. All right. Oh, wait, you guys did send in some things to react to. So here, let's We're just waiting. Patience. But what did you guys send in to react to? What is this? How Americans really feel about Trump being convicted in NYC earlier today.
We mad out this bitch. Mad out this bitch. He did shit wrong.
How do you feel about Trump being convicted in New York City?
I vote for him 2024.
You think people are still supporting him?
Of course,
I think a lot of people are.
Why?
Because he's Trump.
Name me 3 things Biden did for us for real.
I couldn't tell you.
And I'ma wait.
Shout out to my boy Trump, though. My boy Trump. I can't wait till you come home, boy. You gonna be the real one, boy.
That guy just seems fun. Great energy.
Hell yeah. Who ain't gonna vote for him? My boy gonna be the president locked up. Okay.
That's it.
Hey, man. Free Trump.
We mad.
I like that guy's energy. Solid energy. Oh, these are like the open market things.
So all this stuff you guys are selling, is it used or is it stolen, or how are you guys getting all this?
No, nosotros vendemos puras cosas usadas, cosas que nos
Really
regalan,
sell used
cosas que a
items.
veces conseguimos porque hay casas que los dejan afuera y así, pero esto no es robado, esto es todo lo que conseguimos o muchas personas nos
Totally
regalan.
not
La gente
stolen.
que trabajan adentro, que son los dueños de este negocio, ellos se enojan con ustedes vendiendo aquí, o todo está bien.
Sí, en realidad a ellos les molesta porque ellos dicen que las personas que venden aquí sacan las cosas de las tiendas para venderlas afuera y que de cierta forma le estamos perjudicando. Pero como pueden ver, ustedes que están aquí, aquí no hay nada de tienda, todo es usado. Todo lo que está aquí, ropa usada, juguetes usados, todo es usado.
Okay. ¿Tienen permiso para estar aquí en la calle aquí?
No, no tenemos permiso porque nosotros hemos ido y hemos
They're
asistido a
out of
reuniones, pero
permits?
nos dicen que ya los permisos no los
So
están
they just
dando, que
don't
hay
care?
mucho exceso de ambulantes y que ya los permisos por ahora no los están dando. Y para sobrevivir, pues nos toca trabajar así, vender así. Sabemos que estamos contra la ley, eso lo sabemos muy bien porque estamos en Estados Unidos, que estamos haciendo mal, pero es una manera de sobrevivir porque en realidad sin permiso de trabajo nadie tampoco quiere dar trabajo, entonces es una forma de trabajar.
Jesus. That feels like we're in some sort of backwards world. Oh, Pelosi. What's this one? Nancy Pelosi preaches about border security and criticizes the Bush admin for not enforcing immigration laws. These politicians just keep telling us, yeah, they always just take the opposite argument for sure.
Broken borders. That's an oxymoron, something we can't tolerate. Borders
Man, she seems so much younger
of their
20 years
nature,
ago.
our definition as a nation and our protection as a country. Broken borders, they don't exist. We can't tolerate them. So let's say from the start that we all in this body, and I know I can speak very firmly for the Democrats, support strong border control. And it must be part, and the first part, of any comprehensive immigration reform. It is our obligation as elected officials to keep the American people safe, and our borders are our first line of defense, one of our early lines of defense to do that. Democrats support also enforcing laws, current laws, against those who came here illegally and those who hire illegal immigrants. Yet the Bush administration has refused to do just this.
Feels like the vibe has really
Imagine
changed.
that for all of this talk about illegal immigration to the United States and going after those workers who are working here illegally, and we should, but we also must have employer sanctions. Where are these people working? Why are we not enforcing the law against employers who hire illegal undocumented people here? The Bush administration has prosecuted only 3 employer sanctioned cases in the last fiscal year. Only 3 cases. When are we going to take this issue seriously?
Good question.
Mr. Speaker, we all know what we must do. Democrats have long called for strong border security, effective law enforcement,
Crazy
and
to
for
see how much
comprehensive
18
immigration
years can
reform.
change.
In all that we must do at elected officials, we have the responsibility to make the American people safer and to make America stronger. We can make America stronger not only at our borders, but in upholding our values and our principles.
That's wild. They're so flippant.
Louisiana is not a wealthy state. The median household income in my state for a family of four was between $55,000 and $60,000 a year.
For the family?
Mom, dad, 2 children. That's not a lot of money when you think about it. A working family.
How do you survive on
They
that?
both work. They both have to drive to work, so they have car payments. They have a house note. They have to buy food. Sometimes they have to pay tuition for their children. As a result of President Biden's inflation, the average family in Louisiana is paying today an extra $900 a month. That's almost $11,000 a year. Now, I know that each of you makes more than $55,000 or $60,000 a year, but imagine that for a moment that you make $60,000 a year, and you're the provider for your family. And all of a sudden, you've got to find an extra $11,000 a year. Wow.
That's a big percentage.
You max out your credit cards. You go through your savings. You've spent all your STEMI checks long ago. Inflation.
Them STEMI
is
checks.
Gutting the American people like a fish. It has become a cancer on the American dream. And quite frankly, that's why President Biden is polling right up there with hemorrhoids.
Hemorrhoids. Gen Z's solution to inflation. Oh, this is going to be gold.
USA is in debt. Everybody's in debt. Why don't we just print more money? And hold on, because I've heard the whole inflation, it'll go up topic. Well, just don't. Just don't make it go up.
I never thought of it that way.
Going. Let's print some
Is
more
this
money.
the world's leading economist?
Aren't we the ones printing money? Hold
Based.
on. Let me really logically think about this.
Okay.
The trees make paper. The paper is money. Okay. So we cut down more trees. Snip, snip.
Well,
and we print
money comes
some
from
more
cotton,
money.
actually.
The world would be a better place if I was president. No inflation. Nothing goes up. We just print more money. We don't just give it away, but we print
Preach,
it,
sister.
and then we're not in debt anymore. Because aren't we like a lot in debt? I'm not stupid. But like for real though, should I like go tell the president? Like, hey, I know we were having some financial problems. I just had a little idea. Print some more money. Isn't it just like that simple? I feel like so many world problems
It
are just
is.
like have really simple
She's
solutions.
right.
Like what other? I mean, I guess the printers they cost
I'm on her
some
side.
money. Maybe labor for whoever's printing the money. I mean, I'll print the dang money. And then the trees, the ink. But other than that, I mean, hey, we got more money. Just don't.
Genius. Absolute genius.
I've got a shirt. Let's see what it says. What does it say, Chels?
Hashtag FJB.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool, ain't it?
Man, I'm telling you, it is. Hashtag fuck Joe Biden.
Do you know what FJB means?
No.
Fuck Joe Biden.
Oh, goodness, that's what I say too. Fuck him. I've got a shirt.
Yo, grandmas are wild, man. There's something else. Grandmas are next level. They're next level for sure. Well, while we're waiting for this, folks, don't forget to check out Street Beat. They are the partner of today's show. If you want to mimic what politicians are doing in the market, Street Beat is your best option. It is your best option. How am I going to fix this code? How am I going to fix this code? Duplicate in a new tab. Data series. Data series. How do I want to do this? All right, we have that. Oh, how could I have code that should be working on this, but you guys saw already this morning that it went absolutely haywire. New editor. Don't worry, I have up the conference. As soon as it starts, we're going to have it. It's on my other screen. We're not going to miss it. Don't you guys worry. Don't you worry. I'm just trying to figure out how to make this strategy do what I actually need it to do. All right. We should call this one testing because we are testing. Next. All right. All right. All right. Remove. Oh, brother. Oh, brother. Oh, brother. Oh, brother. We're trying to fix some of this code while we're waiting for the prez to hop on. We're here, let's remove this. All right, did I write this code properly? No, I didn't. I already found one bug. Can you believe it, folks? Oops, shit. I'm accidentally deleting way too much code when I should be saving it. Folks, if you're just joining in right now, hang on, I can't see chat. My apologies for that. I am just attempting to fix some code before the prez starts talking. Attempting to fix a bit of this code. Oh, is he going? Something just happened. Where's the volume? Uh-oh. Something's happening.
Conflicted. There's never been a more conflicted judge. Now, I'm under a gag order, which nobody's ever been under. No presidential candidate's ever been under a gag order before. I'm under a gag order, nasty gag order, where I've had to pay thousands of dollars in penalties and fines and was threatened with jail. Think of it. I'm the leading candidate. I'm leading Biden by a lot, and I'm leading the Republicans to the point where that's over. So I'm the leading person for president, and I'm under a gag order by a man that can't put two sentences together. Right now, given by a court, and they are in total conjunction with the destroying our country. Our country's in very under a gate. Given by a court, and they are in total conjunction with the White House and the DOJ. Just so you understand, this is all done by Biden and his people. Maybe his people, more importantly. I don't know if Biden knows too much about it, because I don't know if he knows about anything. But he's nevertheless the president, so we have to use his name. And this is done by Washington, and nobody's ever seen anything like it. So we have a judge who's highly conflicted. You know what the confliction is. Nobody wants to write about it, and I'm not allowed to talk about it. If I do, he said, I get put in jail. So We'll play that game a little bit longer. We won't talk about it, but you're allowed to talk about it. I hope you do, because there's never been anybody so conflicted as this. As far as the trial itself, it was very unfair. We weren't allowed to use our election expert under any circumstances. People say, oh, he seems like such a nice man. No, unless you saw him in action. And you saw that with a certain witness that went through hell. And when we wanted to do things, he wouldn't let us do those things. But when the government wanted something, they got everything. They got everything they wanted. It was a rigged trial. We wanted a venue change where we could have a fair trial. We didn't get it. We wanted a judge change. We wanted a judge that wasn't conflicted. And obviously he didn't do that. Nobody's ever seen anything like it. We had a DA who was a failed DA. Crime is rampant in New York, violent crime. That's what he's really supposed to be looking at. Crime is rampant in New York. Yesterday in McDonald's, you had a man hitting him up with machetes, a machete. Whoever can imagine even a machete being wielded in a store, in a place where they're eating, and he's going rampant. And Bragg is down watching a trial on what they call crimes. They're falsifying business records. That sounds so bad. To me, it sounds very bad. You know, it's only a misdemeanor, but to me, it sounds so bad. When they say falsifying business, that's a bad thing for me. I've never had that before. I'm falsifying. You know what falsifying business records is? In the first degree. They say falsifying business records. Sounds so good, right? It means that legal expense, I paid a lawyer, totally legal. I paid a lawyer a legal expense. And a bookkeeper, without any knowledge from me, correctly marked it down in the books. A very professional woman, highly respected, she testified. Marked it down in the books as a legal expense. So a legal expense, paid a lawyer, is a legal expense in the books. It's not sheetrock, construction, or any other thing. It's a legal expense. Think of that. This is what the falsification of business records were. And I said, what else are you going to call it? What else are you going to call it? Now, I would have testified. I wanted to testify. The theory is you never testify, because as soon as you testify, anybody, if it were George Washington, don't testify, because they'll get you on something that you said slightly wrong, and then they sue you for perjury. But I didn't care about that. I wanted to. But the judge allowed them to go into everything that I was ever involved in, not this case, everything that I was ever involved in, which is a first. In other words, you could go into every single thing that I ever did. Was he a bad boy here? Was he a bad boy there? And my lawyer said, what do you need to go through? And all you wanted to do is testify simply on this case, because I would have loved to have testified. To this day, I would have liked to have testified. But you would have said something out of whack, like it was a beautiful sunny day and it was actually raining out. And I very much appreciate the big crowd of people outside. That's incredible what's happening. The level of support has been incredible. So the whole thing is legal expense was marked down as legal expense. Think of it. This is the crime that I committed, that I'm supposed to go to jail for 187 years for. When you have violent crime all over this city at levels that nobody's ever seen before, where you have businesses leaving, and businesses are leaving because of this, because heads of businesses say, man, we don't want to get involved with that. I could go through the books of any business person in this city, and I could find things that, in theory, I guess, let's indict him, let's destroy his life. But I'm out there, and I don't mind being out there, because I'm doing something for this country, and I'm doing something for our Constitution. It's very important, far beyond me. And this can't be allowed to happen to other presidents. It should never be allowed to happen in the future. But this is far beyond me. This is bigger than Trump. This is bigger than me. This is bigger than my presidency. And the people understand it because I just see a poll just came out, the Daily Mail. That was the first one, came out, was done last night right after the verdict, where I'm up 6 points. 6 points from what we already were. We were leading fairly substantially. We're up 6 points in the Daily Mail poll. Now, maybe other polls come out and it says something differently, but a lot of people have predicted it because the public understands and they understand what's going on. This is a scam. There's a rigged trial. It shouldn't have been in that venue. We shouldn't have had that judge. He should have allowed us to have an election expert. We had the best expert, most respected expert, head of the Federal Elections Commission. He was all set to testify. He was waiting for 2 days. And when it was his turn, Bragg's people protested. And the judge knocked him out, said, you can't testify. He actually said you can't testify for anything having to do with the trial. You can say what the federal elections is. Well, that doesn't help. Everybody knows that. But you can't testify. So essentially, he wasn't able to testify. Other people weren't able to testify. But with these people, they were able to use people salacious. By the way, and nothing ever happened. There was no anything. Nothing ever happened, and they know it. But they were as salacious as they could be, and it had nothing to do with the case, but it had to do with politics. And do you notice the timing? The timing was perfect. This case was dead. It was dropped by every agency, every governmental board. It was dropped by the highly respected Southern District. They said, no, there's no case here. It was dropped by federal election, and that's what it's about. This is about a federal election, not a state election. You're not even allowed to look at it. They took the state and the city, and they went into a federal election. They're not allowed. The people from federal election, Southern District, and Washington dropped the case. Everybody dropped the case. There was no case. Cy Vance dropped the case. And when Bragg came in, he said, this is the most ridiculous case I've ever seen. And who would have a certain person, again, gag order, who would have a certain person like this ever testify? He said, this is essentially one of the worst people I've ever seen ever to testify. He said, the craziest case I've ever seen. This is Bragg. Then when I announced I was running for president, long time later, they decided to revive this case. And they got a judge, Judge Marchand, who was responsible for another case that was also brought. It destroyed the life of a very good man, by the way. Destroyed the life of a very good man who went to prison once, and then they just put him in prison again because they said he lied. He didn't lie. I looked at the statements he made. In fact, he didn't remember something, and they put him in jail. Again, they've destroyed him. With me for many years, he was an honorable person. He was an honest man. And if you look at what he did, supposedly, it never happened. There's never been anything like this. Over the education of his grandchildren. Over, he didn't report that he had a car or 2 cars on his income. I don't know. I wonder how many people here have cars. I wonder how many people said, oh, gee, I have a car that's worth X dollars. How do you even figure it? And I guess you do have to report it, but I would say probably almost nobody does. Nobody even thinks about it. They put this man, they destroyed this man, but they put him in jail again because they didn't want him to testify. They didn't want him to testify. That's why he went to jail. They put him in jail twice. He's 77 years old. Now, normally I'd say that's an old guy, but I don't feel 77. Nobody ever says that about me. I'd like them to say, gee, we have to have a little sorrow for this man, because they just don't say that about me, but maybe I'm better off that way. I think I'm probably better off that way. But they put him in jail twice. And you have to see what they put him in jail. And he was threatened by the judge. This man was told, you're going to get 15 years in jail if you don't give up Trump. And he was told that. You're going to get 15 years in jail. And he made a plea deal because he didn't want to spend the rest of his life. And he was told that viciously. We're living in a fascist state. He was told that viciously. So you can go to jail for 4 months, 5 months, or you can get 15 years in jail. So do a plea. Almost who wouldn't do that plea? Everyone does those pleas. It's a horrible thing. There's a whole group of lawyers that fight that. It's so unfair. It's so unfair. But they destroyed his life. So many other things. You look at Southern District didn't want to bring the case. Nobody wanted to bring the case. And then you know who didn't want to bring the case most of all is Bragg. Bragg didn't want to bring it. But then he brought it. And they tried to make it a different case. They didn't say legal expense equal legal expense. Again, if I wrote down and paid a lawyer, and by the way, this was a highly qualified lawyer. Now, I'm not allowed to use his name because of the gag order. But, you know, he's a sleazebag. Everybody knows that. Took me a while to find out. But he was effective. He did work. But he wasn't a fixer. He was a lawyer. You know, they like to use the word fixer. He wasn't a fixer. He was a lawyer. At the time, he was a fully accredited lawyer. Now, he got into trouble not because of me. He got into trouble because he made outside deals, and he had something to do with taxi cabs and medallions, and he borrowed money. And that's why he went. And then he pled to three election violations. And as soon as I saw that, I said, I wonder why he did that. He pled. He took a deal. Now, he took a deal because he wanted to get off. In other words, I'll take a plea deal, and I want to get off. And he wanted to make a deal with the Southern District. And they wrote the worst report I think I've ever seen on any human being, other than the report that was written on James Comey by the Inspector General, a very great Inspector General, actually. Wrote a report that was so bad. This one was possibly worse. The Southern District, the judge didn't let us use it. He said, it's hearsay. I said, it's not hearsay. Wouldn't let us use it. This is about the man. But he got in trouble for a very simple reason, because he was involved with borrowing a lot of money, and he did something with the banks. I don't know if it's defrauded the banks, but something happened. You guys know what it is. And then in addition to that, he gave up on three things where he wasn't guilty. In fact, they were going to testify in that. The head of the FEC, the Brad Smith, the election expert, #1 rated in the country, was going to testify. He took a plea on three things. He just added them in because that gave him more bargaining power with respect to me. But the three things that he pled on, having to do with the election and having to do essentially a little bit with me, they weren't crimes. They weren't crimes. Nor is paying money under an NDA. So we have an NDA, non-disclosure agreement. It's a big deal, a non-disclosure agreement. Totally honorable, totally good, totally accepted. Everybody has them. Every company has non-disclosure agreements. But the press called it slush fund and all sorts of other things. Hush money, hush money. It's not hush money. It's called a non-disclosure agreement. And most of the people in this room have a non-disclosure agreement with their company. It's a disgrace. So it's not hush money. It's a non-disclosure agreement, totally legal, totally common. Everyone has it. And what happened is he signed a non-disclosure agreement with this person, I guess other people, but it's totally honest. You're allowed to make the payment. You don't have to make it. You can make it any way you want. It's a non-disclosure agreement. And he signed that. And there was nothing wrong with signing it. And this should have been a non-case. And everybody said it was a non-case, including Bragg. Bragg said, until I ran for office. And then they saw the polls. I was leading the Republicans. I was leading the Democrats. I was leading everybody. And all of a sudden, they brought it back. It's a very sad thing that's happening in our country. And it's a thing that I'm honored. In a way, I'm honored. It's not that it's pleasant. It's very bad for family. It's very bad for friends and businesses. But I'm honored to be involved in it because somebody has to do it. And I might as well keep going and be the one. But I'm very honored to be involved because we're fighting for our Constitution. The money that was paid legally. There was nothing illegal. In fact, the lawyer in creating the NDA, because at that time he was a fully accredited lawyer. He wasn't a fixer. I never thought of him as a fixer. The media called him a fixer, or the prosecutors called him a fixer. He was a lawyer, and he was fairly good. Later on, I didn't like what he did. I didn't like, for instance, I didn't like that when I became president, he went around and made deals with companies. When I heard that, he was gone. He was gone. And he had payments coming to him, and a lot of this involved things that are very simple. There was nothing wrong. This was standard stuff, all standard stuff. Everything involved was standard. There was no crime here. In fact, I just watched a couple of the reports. You watched Jonathan Turley, Andy McCarthy, Greg Jarrett. You look at all of these people, Mark Levin, all very talented people, great people, many more. And they don't know me, essentially. They don't know me. They're legal scholars and experts. But I look at them. I watched Turley this morning saying, there's no crime here. Everybody says there's no crime here, except for this DA that's got the city out of control with crime. It's absolutely out of control. So we have an NDA that was signed. We have legal expenses. And here's the thing on legal expenses. You have 100 where they say they do a charge. I just recorded this out. Falsification of business records in the first degree. It sounds so bad. I said, wow. And even my own lawyers, I get very upset with them because they don't say what it is. They say, well, falsification of legal records is only a felony. Well, that's a lot. It's only they say a misdemeanor. But they try and bring it up to a felony if there's 2 crimes. They have all these different things. The other thing is they missed the statute of limitations by a lot. Because this was very old. They could have brought this 7 years ago instead of bringing it right in the middle of the election. So they missed the statute of limitations. They did everything. Now, let me give you the good news. The good news is last night, we just got a report this morning, in the history of politics, I believe, maybe I'm wrong, but somebody will find that I'm wrong, maybe, but I don't think so. They raised with small money donors, meaning like $21, $42, $53, $38, a record $39 million in about a 10-hour period. No, think of that. I like those people.
Order filled.
Because so far, I guess it's backfiring. Now, I don't know. I'd rather not have it happen. I don't want to have it backfiring. I don't want to win this thing legitimately, not because they were stupid and did things that they shouldn't be doing. They shouldn't have brought this case. They were saying it this morning. This is a case that should not have been brought. I watched Andy McCarthy say this is a case that should not have been brought. And that was this morning. But they all say that. Every legal scholar has said it. And these are great people. They really understand the law. The other thing, a poll just came out. The first poll, I don't know, maybe others will be bad. But a poll just came out a little while ago. The Daily Mail. Does anybody read the Daily Mail? It's very good. They have a good poll. At least I like it today. And the Daily Mail just came out with a poll, and it has Trump up 6 points in the last 12 hours. 6 points. 6 points since this happened. Who thought this could happen? Because the people of our country know it's a hoax. They know it's a hoax. They get it. You know, they're really smart, and it's really something. So we're going to be appealing this scam. We're going to be appealing it on many different things. He wouldn't allow us to have witnesses. He wouldn't allow us to talk. He wouldn't allow us to do anything. The judge was a tyrant. And you got to see that with Bob Costello, a fine man. I've never seen anything like it, and neither has anybody that was in that courthouse where he demanded that the courthouse be cleared. Now, the good news is most of the people in the courthouse were the media. And anybody that was in the media, if you're fair, you'll say, wow, That was anger. That was crazed. He was crazed. And the reason that Bob Costello acted a little bit upset, which I think he has a right to, was that every question he was being asked was being objected to by the other side and sustained by the judge. Sustained. I think he did it many times. I don't know what the number, many times. Even I was sitting there saying, and these were basic questions. And I never saw anybody treated that way by a judge. And I've been treated very badly by 2 other judges also, because it's all the same thing. And it all comes out of the White House. Crooked Joe Biden, the worst president in the history of our country. He's the worst president in the history of our country. The most incompetent. He's the dumbest president we've ever had. He's the dumbest president, most incompetent president, and he's the most dishonest president we've ever had. And so many of he's a Manchurian candidate. You take a look at the way he treats China, Russia, so many others. You know, I ended the Russian pipeline. It was dead. He comes in and he approves it. And he gets $3.5 million, meaning $3.5 million is paid to the family, his family, from the mayor of Moscow's wife. And I said, where did that come from? Nobody wants to talk about it. But he's a very big danger to our country. And the only way they think they can win this election is by doing exactly what they're doing right now, win it in the courts because they can't win it at the ballot box. So we're going to show them that we're going to fight. It's actually, I don't know, it's something where I'm wired in such a way that a lot of people would have gone away a long time ago. They would have gone away after impeachment hoax #1. That was a total hoax. I had great support from the Republican Party, though. Then you had impeachment hoax #2. And then they formed the committee. How about they formed the committee of thugs, the J6 committee of thugs. And they took their records and they destroyed all of the records after the committee was abandoned because those records were great for us. Now, can you imagine if Republicans did that? Everybody would have been in jail by now. Think of it, the unselect, I call it the unselect. They call it select committee. I call it the unselect committee of thugs. They meet. It's 100% Democrat and 2 past Republicans that are no longer Republicans, that are no longer in business anymore, thank you. But it was all Democrats and 2 wayward Republicans. Liz Cheney and crying Adam Kinzinger. He cries every time he goes on television. He's the most emotional human being I think I've ever seen. And that was our representatives. These 2 people were our rep. So they had all this stuff that they're leaking. And then when it came time to look at the records, like where the police said and the Capitol Guard said that I supplied, think of it, that I recommended as many soldiers or National Guard as you want. 10,000. If you had 500, you wouldn't have had a problem. There wouldn't have been a J6. But Nancy Pelosi and the group didn't want it. Anyway, so they have testimony to all of that I did not attack the Secret Service agent in the front of a car. You know, these are strong people. And I supposedly went to the driver, and I grabbed him around the neck. And he rebuffed me. And then I went to the other guy, who I think is a black belt in karate. And he's slightly younger than me. Maybe 35 years, 40 years, 50 years. And I grabbed him around the neck and said, he's a black belt in karate. They know how to get somebody from around their neck. They would have gone like this, and that would be the end of that. Actually, I had a friend that said, you shouldn't dispute that. That makes you look like the toughest cookie we've ever seen. You should have let that go on. But the fact is, it never happened. It was all made up. And that was proven to be made up. It proved to be a false story. And they deleted and destroyed all of that information, every ounce of it. We're dealing with a corrupt government. We have a corrupt country. Our elections are corrupt. Our borders are open. Our borders are going to be closed very soon. November 5th is going to be the most important day in the history of our country. Now, when I say that, because my people are always saying, do this, because we're fighting for America, DonaldJTrump.com. I hope everybody watching right now, DonaldJTrump.com, because it really makes a difference. They have a lot of money on the other side. I don't know where they get it. Nobody knows where they get it. But for some reason, they get money. But they're not on the side of our country. In many ways, I think they hate our country. Who on earth can want open borders where people are allowed to pour in from countries unknown, from places unknown, from languages that we haven't even heard of? We have people sitting in schools with languages where very few people have ever even heard of these languages. It's not like Spanish or French or Russian. Languages unknown. We have people coming from corners of the globe, and many of them are not good people. Many terrorists, record levels of terrorism, record levels of terrorists have come into our country. Record. They've never seen anything like it. You know, there was a report that in 2019, I don't believe this, by the way, the media gave it, and it was good for me, believe it or not. They said in 2019, there were no terrorists recorded that came into our country. I don't believe that. I don't think that's possible. But 2019 was a Trump year. I don't believe that that could be possible. But they said no terrorists came into our country. So let's say it was close. Let's say it was close. But now record levels of terrorists, record levels, the highest level we've ever seen of terrorists are pouring into our country. You have China with just in the last few months, 29,000 people came in, and I looked at them on a line, and they look like perfect soldiers. They're almost all male, from 19 to 25. It looks like a recruiting exercise. They have beautiful tents. They have propane stoves. They have cell phones, the best you can buy. I said, what's going on? It looks like they're building an army right in our country. Now, I don't think that would happen, right? We're losing our country. And I really think that this is an event, what took place yesterday with this judge. Look, we have conflicted, but he's a crooked judge, and you'll understand that. And I say that knowing that it's very dangerous for me to say that, and I don't mind, because I'm willing to do whatever I have to do to save our country and to save our Constitution. I don't mind. So thank you. So we will continue the fight. We're going to make America great again. Very simple. When people fight MAGA, they say, we're going to fight. I watch Biden. We're going to fight MAGA. We're going to stop MAGA. It's make America great again. That's all it is. MAGA. Make America great again. Our country's in serious trouble. We owe $36 trillion. We were energy independent for the first time ever, and now we're begging Venezuela for oil. One statistic you have to hear. Venezuela was crime-ridden. Caracas, the cities, crime-ridden. 2 years ago, 3 years ago. They just reported a 72% drop in crime in the last year because all of their criminals, most of them, and the rest are coming in now, the ones that didn't come in. In Venezuela, their prisons have been emptied into the United States. Their criminals and drug dealers have been taken out of the cities and brought into the United States. And that's true with many other countries. The Congo has just released a lot of people from jail. Congo, Africa, just released a lot of people from their prisons and jails and brought them into the United States of America. This is what's happening to our country, and it's not sustainable by anyone. Little things like our kids can't have a Little League game anymore because you have tents and you have migrants living on the fields. That's the least of it. People are taking over our luxury hotels, migrants, and yet our veterans, our great veterans, are living on the streets like dogs. They're living on the streets. But migrants are living in luxury hotels in cities all over our country run by Democrats. So It's my honor to be doing this. It really is. It's a very unpleasant thing, to be honest. But it's a great, great honor. We're gonna do what I have to do. I'm going to do it. And the support has been, that's why I mentioned the number of $39 million. That's why I mentioned we're up 6 points. And we went up a lot over the last month because everybody saw it was a rigged deal. It was a rigged trial. But we're going to make America great again. We're going to make it better than ever before. November 5th, remember, November 5th is the most important day in the history of our country. Thank you very much, everybody.
This is wild. Absolutely wild. Wow. New York is going to be another freaking level today. Well, folks, the market is shit. Options are dropping. It looks like we might just keep kind of grinding that, like this painful, slow grind all day. It looks like might be in store for us at the moment. Obviously, time will tell. Okay, folks. That's what I have for you. Obviously, show a little bit of love to StreetBeat. They are today's stream partner. And in all reality, I just absolutely love the fact that you can copy politicians' trades in the market. It's the best platform to do that on by far. Other than that, sign up for the Discord. It's pinned to the top of chat. It's in the description of the video. You can trade with me, with others. There's private lectures. They're all recorded. You can watch the old ones. You get my trade ideas, other people's trade ideas. You get the Piper signal. It's pretty cool. So I think you are going to enjoy it. Anywho, folks, enjoy the rest of your day. Shout out to Teddy for winning a very, very fast marble racer. That was the $400 giveaway to say thanks for hitting 400K on YouTube. So shout out to you guys. Shout out to Rumble. Crapface, he put up a pretty good fight. He really, really did. But folks, I hope you enjoyed the rest of your Friday. I hope you enjoy your weekend. We will be posting a ton of content from now until when we stream again on Monday. That's what I have for you. Be careful in the markets. Make a bunch of money.